Hello everyone. Welcome back to another live stream with me, Jamie Plays. We're going to be playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, which has just released had a complete release, I should say. There has been a demo out that has received a couple of updates, including one I think last week. But today the full release has dropped, so we are going to be looking at this together, hopefully, if you're watching. And yeah, let's get started. So a couple of things first. There are some settings here that I've changed. So yours might look a little bit different or sound a little bit different than mine. I'm just going to turn the volume down just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit. For whatever reason, when I click out of the game, it stops the music. But I think that should be a more acceptable level, which I've done through OBS. So we've got, so I've set the settings, I've set the graphics to be epic for everything. Anti-aliasing quality, epic. I'm going to leave all of this as is. Something else, something that you'll find slightly different. Oh, Zerino8740, evening to you too. So something else you might see that's a little bit different. I've got streamer mode on. So what this means is that, especially for the music will sound slightly different than Star Trek, but this will allow me to actually stream it on YouTube without it getting any kind of copyright strikes. If you turn this off, it does have the Star Trek Voyager music, at least on, I've seen it on this screen, or on this front page, this front menu. So yeah, you can actually listen to then the theme tune from Star Trek Voyager, and I assume other things as well. But we won't be hearing that because of YouTube and their very strict copyright. So, audio, accessibility, I think this is all good. Let's jump in and see what the game is like. So, new game. We are going to go for, let's start survival. Combat is manageable. I saw somebody, so I just came from LT Gaming's stream. They're also playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, and but they're playing on adventure, and it's extremely easy from the look of it. So I played the demo on survival. I'm going to play the main game on survival as well. Once we get through there, I might go to Year of Hell afterwards and just see. So let's press start game and see some of the new stuff that they've added to the game. So you are the captain of the Federation starship Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Your unique ship build and decisions you will make reshape the story. Excellent. So this is the first time I am loading it, so we'll have to like cache shaders and things like that. Shouldn't take very long. I probably should have done this before the stream, but I didn't even think about it because I don't think in the demo this happened. But we're almost there at 100% anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. They've definitely put in a lot of the feedback from people. So let's see what it's like. So if you didn't know, they did actually get one of the things that people really were saying, oh, I don't, like, why isn't this in there, was voice acting. So they were able to get the original actors for Tuvok and Lieutenant Tom Paris. And they are, so every time you enter a new, I think it's sector rather than system, whenever you enter a new sector, you will then have a report from either one or the other. So the main dialogue and things here, we still will have to read ourselves. That does not have a voiceover. This project did have a very limited budget, and they said they weren't going to be able to do that from the beginning anyway, but we do have some, which is something. Unfortunately, we still have Janeway with her, I think it's post-season 3 haircut. So once she's kind of let her hair down a bit, literally, that has not been changed. So one thing I'm going to do, let's go to the audio. I'm going to turn the music volume down because I feel like, as in many games, the music is much louder than the rest of it. And then what I will do is turn up the game volume in OBS, so the voices and things will be a little bit easier to hear. So fingers crossed this actually works. If it's too much, please definitely let me know if in the comments if this is too loud, and I will. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't hear the stream because then I'd hear kind of double of everything that's happening. But if it's too loud, please let me know and I will change that. So, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ironic, considering, you know, there's a woman back there. But anyway, Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. You don't hear anything in the game. Yeah, Zarino, at the moment there isn't really much to hear. There should be a bit of background music. Do you hear that? So, Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us reach the Badlands for the Maquis, search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. You don't hear anything. Actually, at the moment, I don't really hear any background music either. I think it might be switching to the next composition. So give it a moment. When I hear the music again, I will say something. And if we don't hear anything by the end of this cutscene, then I will go looking for that. So, Tom Paris, with all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, ensign. The Maquis, wow, I've heard lots of stories about them. Relax, I was only with the Maquis for about 2 weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. The penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands, maximum warp. So, do you hear any of those background sounds? No. Okay. So what I'll do, let me get through the cutscene, and then I will go looking in the settings to see what's happened. So, the Badlands, a treacherous force of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. So, scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and it's a displacement wave is heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Okay, right now you should be hearing a little bit of background sound from the game during that cutscene, or that video scene that was there. So as the crew regain consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage reports. Major hull and deck damage, the transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp cores gone to grey mode. We're on reserves, barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography may be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay. So, question marks where we get help. But before we do that, I'm going to look at the settings again. So first things first. Okay, it looks like the game is actually... There should be some background sound, according to OBS. I actually can't really hear much of anything. Unless I really turn it up. Let me... Okay. there's a little bit of music happening as well. Let me turn this all the way up in OBS. Can you hear anything now? Still no. Okay. So what that probably means is okay, so OBS capturing specific window, the Star Trek Voyager. I am capturing the audio, and it does say that it's going through. So when I'm not in the game, nothing will go through, but it's saying that it's being transmitted at the moment. Let me just go into properties. Nope, it does say that it's being transmitted. So if I come back to the game, you should hear something. Is there any change now? Let's switch this on. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there. What Harry is trying to stammer is that we're not in the Badlands anymore. And yet there's no sound here either. Unless I went deaf, I hear nothing. That's annoying. Okay, what is that thing? Where are we? So I'm actually wondering, because the stream that I came from, also I didn't hear anything there, and I thought it was because they turned the sound off. Let me... Delta Quadrant, how? Captain Life Support's failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. So we'll have to do scanning and stuff. Let me try something else. Hold on. Let me switch to this one. And then this game capture. Okay, so if I switch here, you should see nothing at the moment. And then if I switch to here... Any changes there? Can you hear anything now? Nuh-uh. Damn it. Okay. So if I right-click... No, let's grab the deuterium then. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to that. So, I mean, OBS says the game is transmitting the sound, and it's the same settings that I used for Stellaris and other games when I'm streaming. I'm wondering if... Hold on. Let me say... maybe let's go to the main menu. And if I go to... Okay, can you hear this music? Meet me. Hey Spock, how are you? We're just troubleshooting some sound at the moment. I thought I heard it, but it went away. There's no music. Okay, there should absolutely be the Voyager theme at the moment. Okay, so how about now? I just made another change. Anything? Nope. Okay. I'm very sorry about that. Let's go back. The annoying thing is that when I'm out, like when I click onto OBS, the game stops playing any kind of music anyway. So it's hard to change settings when... Okay, so settings, all of this looks fine. Audio settings, UI volume, dialogue volume, music volume, that's fine. Severity, color blindness, that doesn't, and then 60 FPS, that's more than enough for this game. Frame generation, that's nothing, yeah. So there's only audio here. Looks like an OBS problem. Yes, I don't know, because whenever I click on OBS, like it shows that it's transmitting the sound from the game. I mean, it's actually, I've made sure that the sound is as high as it can possibly go. Maybe what I'm gonna do, let me change a Let me try something else. Let's do audio output capture. Let's try desktop audio. So if I say unhide all. Okay. I've tried something else now. Can you hear anything now? Is YouTube auto blocking it? Yeah, I don't know because I'm using the exact same settings I use for other games. Yesterday, YouTube did go down for a bit yesterday, and no, still nothing. No, that is weird. Okay, so it's not this. So let me go back to you and hide because we don't need that for this. Properties. Same executive, capture window, yep, specific window. Maybe let's stop capturing the audio with you. And what I'm going to do, let's go for an audio capture. And let's do Star Trek Voyager. Let's go for the speakers here. Okay, can you hear anything now? I've just tried to do a new audio output capture on OBS. Oh yeah, okay, now you hear it. Okay, so there must be something to do with the way that OBS captures the game. There is a way that it links the audio as well, and I think for some reason that's incompatible with this game. So what we'll do, we'll keep it like this, and then, okay. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's actually restart the sector. That way you'll get to hear actually the intro again. Okay. So let's try... sorry. How is that? Let me go back to settings. Audio, let's reduce the music down to like about 50%-ish. Hopefully that... how does that sound now in comparison to my voice and... yeah. And the game music. Is this better? Okay, and what I'm also going to do, now that you can hear it, I need to switch back to streamer mode on, yes. Du bist jetzt leiser als vorher und die Musik stört immer noch. Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay, how does this sound? Oh, hold on, there's no music playing. That's part of the reason why. So I've turned the Star Trek Voyager music down, the game music down. It's not playing any music or anything at the moment, so I think what we need to do is actually kind of get into the cutscene. I'm actually going to restart. Let's actually delete this because I think you'd like to actually hear hear it. So we're going to go for survival. I'll skip through all of the dialogue options and stuff that we were talking through.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The U.S.S. Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we now have the voiceover from either Tom Paris or Tuvok before every sector now. So that's some voiceover that they've added. So I'm going to skip all of these. We can just press and click to hold the left mouse button to skip all of that. So basically we can catch up to where we were before we had those issues. And now you should hear some background noise, but it should really be background noise. So I've read that already. Scanners are picking up no other vessels. I'm going to skip this as well, because we skipped that. That's the wave. And then skip that. And we'll just actually get to playing the game. That would be nice. Okay. So, aftermath, we're going to say continue. Damage report, major hull decks, transporters offline. Bridge to sickbay, doctor, I've got injured crew on the ship. Doctor, damn. So we've read this as well. I'm just going to skip. Sensors are offline. We need to restart stellar cartography. So that's what we're going to do. So, to activate stellar cartography 1 in the lower left part of the ship, to activate it, open its menu by selecting the room and switching on the power supply. So let's do that. Switch on. Sensors are... Yeah, we've got stuff with... We're suddenly at an array with this huge space station. What could this be? Dies ist doch die falsche Frisur. Janeway hatte in dem ersten Staffel einen Dutt, oder wie das heißt. Yeah, we say a bun in English for that. Yeah, she does have the wrong one. So they did not make certain changes, but they have made other changes that hopefully will be good. But yeah, I think they only have one character portrait throughout the entire series, because most of them don't change. Janeway's rank doesn't change. Harry Kim is always an ensign, so that doesn't change either, and I guess for whatever reason they chose that haircut. So scan points of interest, marked with white question marks to reveal resources. Scan until you feel deuterium, until you reveal deuterium, the fuel resource. So let's go here, and it's right click. Oh, and we've found some deuterium. We've got various points of interest, and then we'll have to choose things. If you've played the demo, if you watch me play the demo, then all of this will be familiar to you. So I'm just going to scan all of this first, because I think that's much better, and we can then decide what we're going to do, where we're going to go, and all of that. Because at the moment, yeah. So let's go get some deuterium. Let's go, I think I'm going to go around this way. In the system, and then come back to the array. So let's go... Actually, hold on. Can I go into Voyager first and try and... Ruined room? No life support. Oh yes, we can only do these ones for right now. Let's... Oh, I can't do those yet either. I'm too early in the game. Sick May is damaged. Engineering office is damaged. Repair, we can't do that yet. Okay, so we're going to go to the system. We're going to set course for this planet, and we're going to collect the deuterium like that. So, well, have fun. I have to go and try it for myself. That is able to help with sound. Absolutely, Zorino. Thank you very much for your feedback. That was very helpful. So, Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Excellent. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. So, the warp core is a reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. So we want to leave grey mode, and we want to go to tier 1. So energies returning to normal. What about this array thing? I can't tell. So we're going to scan for life signs. Scan for life signs. There's no one on board, Captain. What about the array? It seems our sensors can't penetrate it. We failed. Okay. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready, which is what we would do anyway. So, Mr. Paris, give us a duranium deposit. We need to repair the transporter room. So, we now need to go find duranium. So, duranium's down here. However, what I will do first, we're at 500... 3 cycles, 2 cycles. You know what? Let's just go to 1 for now. We'll get the rest of this. We'll fill up our tanks. Let's try and use the tractor beam to clump up debris for easier collection. Yep, that worked. Okay, and we're now full. So let's now get uranium. I almost said deuterium, but I mean the stuff we build with. And leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging from other parts of the ship. We don't have a torpedo launch bay. So we will get back to that. So we now have all the uranium we need, so we can now repair things. So, transporter room. Let us repair. I'm wondering if we can also... No, these are damaged, and I don't think we can repair these yet because we don't have enough teams. So we will absolutely need to do that. Oh, transporter's back online, Captain. Excellent. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we've got some answers. So, let's jump to the array. Excellent. So let's see what happens. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. So away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with matching skills for your away team. So we want Tom Paris and we want Kim because they're the only people we have. And then we're going to say start. So we can press the enter key as well. So I'll be doing that sometimes. So, Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? So, what we can do is we can look for footprints. Oh, yeah, sorry, we have to select them here. We can look for footprints, or we can scan for life signs or strange energy signatures. The next one... So, Tom Paris. Seit wann ist ein Kind genauso groß wie Paris? Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know. I don't know since when he's been as tall as they've been as tall as each other. Who knows? So we can do science, or we can do what is this, command? Something like that. Let's try science, I guess, and confirm. Good, success. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. So after a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. So, Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? So, we can demand to know what's going on, we can try and read his body language, or argue with facts that can't be a farm on Earth and you want to know what's going on. So what I'm going to do, let's go for, I think this is the one that's most likely to succeed, so that's what I'm going to do, and it's with Tom. And we did succeed, so we discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act, but they can't quite put a finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Okay. So you can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you have a chance for a critical success, the golden part of the chance bar. So, let's try. So investigate the wall for a hidden door. Try to analyze what the energy readings could be, or try and find a way to break the illusion. So we're going to do this simply because that's the one we can actually go over 30. Unfortunately here, that would still have some failure, and the same thing here. So let's do this one and say confirm. And it's just successful, but we did get some deuterium. So sometimes you can make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a gold outline. So what I'm going to do, being held here, Captain, we must get them out. So we can wake up the half-Klingon woman, or we can wake up the tattooed man. Well, we've got these rewards, 150. So we're going to have 150 deuterium already. What I'm going to do is wake up the Klingon man, and say confirm. Choice has consequences, and we failed. Old man steps forward, takes a look, concerned. Blinding white light fills the room, and everything goes blank. So, no, good idea to wake up B'Elanna. Oh, good idea to wake up B'Elanna. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't wake up any of them, either of them. So, that's it. Okay. So, Captain Janeway anxiously awaits return of her away team when Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened to the array? Or what happened on the array? Captain, what happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. But we were only there for an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. He's still in the array, but why we released and not The Maquis are hailing as captain. Put them on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, B'Elanna Torres, is missing. Is she with you? Wait. We didn't... Hold on. We didn't save you. You're supposed to still be asleep. No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Captain, this is Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us into Starfleet's waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I prefer my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming, and I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a Maquis Traitors Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the station. We can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communication. Report back as soon as you have a solution. So, the ship status remain critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. So we need to supply it with power through the life support unit, so that's what we're going to try to do. So we need to turn you on. That takes 18 energy. Unfortunately, we've got enough at the moment. And of course it's a mess, so we need to repair it. So that's what we will do. So in 2 cycles, it will be done. Until completion, it would be logical choice to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. So that's what we will do. So we've got... I think what I will do, let's come down here first. Because we don't actually need deuterium for a little while. Let's go here. And then, okay, so we've got the engineering office now. So let us activate you. And so we've got an extra work team. So logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply, maintain their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. So we've now got access to morale per cycle, and the icons affecting crew's needs. So close. We are going to turn on life support. So access to the mess is, but it's sustained heavy damage, so we need to repair that. Repairs in progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. The ruined rooms must be cleared to create rooms for residential sections. So what we're going to do is, yes, let's start clearing these ones. So while we're waiting for work team to finish, we can continue to collect more resources. So we are, hold on, it's changed. So why don't we go for this tractor beam? Although actually we don't need to. And I don't know what that yellow is, whether that's just a failure or whether that's like something goes bad. So actually, if we do this, we should get, between this and the ruined room, we should actually get a lot of uranium, and we can only have 100. So let's do this. So I feel as though, yeah, okay. I was about to say, I feel as though our view perspective has changed, and that is true. So if we go here, we've got 1 cycle for you, 2 cycles for you. So let's go back to the system. Talaxian freighter. I mean, I guess what we could do, let's fly here. So we've got 36 cycles. Okay, so we've got the mess hall. Let us switch to replicator rations now. It will enhance crew well-being. So we are going to do replicator rations. And then the next thing is we need to continue removing debris. So let's do that. So 6 cycles for you, but only 1 more cycle for our ship. So we'll get here, and we've got the ruined room. So let's say, go like that. So ruined room removal concluded. Excellent. Great. So now we can build rooms. However, build emergency quarters. Do I want to do it here, though? Because I feel like there's better places to do it. Shield generator, ruined room. A large ruined room. The thing is, this would be 5 spaces, and I think if we look here at our build menu at crew, This is a size of 2. Yeah, room size 2. It says it right here, if you're looking. If I go like that, room size of 2, crew quarters is 3. And this only does 12 crew. So if I... Well, what I can do, I can go like that. So 6 cycles, 5 cycles. Yeah. I guess let's just leave it like that for now. So let's go back to the system, and then we've got a communique coming in. So if I press the C button, that opens that for caretaker. Oh, I still have to use my mouse anyway. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old man with the banjo. Though he seemed a lot less jellyfishy back on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity, tell us where they are. Try intimidate him, let Chakotay talk, or optional scan the array. Let's scan the array first. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs. No signs of the captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? So we've done that already. Let's try appealing to his humanity. So we're entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Let's offer our help, because that's what we would do as the Federation. So what are you looking for? Maybe we can help. You, I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Darn it. We haven't got any closer to Harry and Torres. You managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Captain, if I may, I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet in the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our crew's missing location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. Oh, yo, LT Gaming. Hi. So, is it Luke or Tom? Who's watching the stream? So, it's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander. It seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Agreed, Mr. Paris. Take the helm. Let's find our people. Luke. Hey, Luke. Yeah, so for everyone, I came, before I started my stream of this, I came from LT Gaming's stream of the same game. So yeah, excellent channel. You should absolutely watch and subscribe. Watch their content, subscribe to their channel. They make some amazing gaming videos. Just finished ours where I said a lot of silly things. Isn't that just a standard live? Set a course for the 5th planet in the neighboring system, maximum warp. So, we go to the sector. We can now see various other systems. So we will set course here. And we are on the way. Thanks, Jamie, likewise. Yeah, oh, okay, so we've dismantled this room. So what I'd like to do is, we need to build, we're building the emergency quarters here. I'd like to, hold on. This is what, 3, maybe try building something that will then show us. So this is a 3. So I think this is a width of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. That's going to be annoying. So what else? I could also build. So I think we do get some like one. Room size is just 1. But not in technology. Maybe in combat. Nothing here. I think there's something. Maybe in the Borg stuff? Nope. Somewhere we get something with level 1. That's the holodeck. That's not that. Oh, this battery compartment. That's, yeah, that would be 1. So you know what? If I build a... sorry, none of those. If I build a crew quarters here as well, I can then eventually put a battery compartment there. So, okay, let's go back to the sector. Back to the sector. Oh, maybe, oh, system view. Okay, and now we've got the emergency quarters. So, let's prepare that. And then what I'd like to do, let's remove you as well. So 6 and 5 cycles, great. So now we can just fly for a little while. So we have made it to this system. So this is what the system looks like, and we need to do a bunch of scanning. So that's what we will do first. Scan all of these. I do kind of wish there was a way... This kind of right-clicking to scan is not great. So, LT Gaming says, my stream was deeply unprofessional compared to this. I mean, this is not a very professional stream either. Yeah, no. Definitely, no. No. So, Funsam Gaming, I was really hoping they would add voice actors for this. The demo was fun, though. So they do have some voice acting. So they've got Tom Paris and they've got Tuvok, who give you situational reports at the beginning of each sector. So we did have one from Tom Paris for this caretaker array part right in the very beginning. That's been changed. But just in general, there's, like, during the game, there's no voice acting, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do first, maybe, why don't we hit several of these planets before we get to Okompa. So let's go here. Okay, so we've now got another emergency quarters. So let's go like that. Let's just continue clearing this. And then let's go back to the system. So here, let's get our deuterium. Excellent. And I think let's get some more duranium. So let's head over here. Oh, and that's the ruined room. So, I'm thinking... So each of these emergency quarters gives us enough for 12 people. So we need at least, what, 3 more to do that. I happen to know we're going to get some more crew at the end of this, so we'll need more than that. Actually, I'm wondering, can we do... No, we cannot do crew quarters yet. But we can still do the emergency one, so let's do that. Back here. Let's get some more resources. And again, the reason I'm doing this, just did the easy one, is because we're at max now for our capacity. So, deuterium... There's a lot of deuterium here, so you know, we don't really need to do that. In fact, what I'm going to do, let's go for the debris fields, for the research that's here. So we'll just scan the anomaly from a safe distance, the spatial anomaly. Ooh, okay. So some data was corrupted. The scan yielded some data, but it was corrupted by the anomaly's readings. So the yellow won't hurt us, which is good. That's great to know. But the green is the positive out. Yeah, 50% reward distribution if we get yellow. That's good to know. So, I'm actually not doing very well in this, considering, yeah, I failed on just about everything. But that's okay. So, I did also wonder, this 3, nothing new to reveal. Yeah, okay, these are just notifications. So, oh, sorry, close that. Let's get some deuterium now. Since you're 1 cycle away. Oh, and that's the ruined room. So, I don't want to do that yet. Because of the work team. You know what, let's actually wait a cycle. Let's do... Yeah, this. We'll get some deuterium, hopefully in the green. Yep, although I lost some due to storage. So I'll definitely have to build a cargo bay. You know what, let's go to Okompa. Because on our way there... We'll build this room, and then... So, let's activate this one. Let's set this to then clear another room. No, hold on. Let's build a emergency crew quarters, because that will take the duranium, and then go like that. Yeah, okay. And then let's clear this next one as well. So do you have choices, or will it all happen like in the series? No, you definitely have choices. In fact, if things go well in this, even in the caretaker, I don't want to spoil anything, but things can turn out differently from the show as well. So let's clear this room. So those are both now kind of synchronized. We're on 6 cycles each. That's excellent. So we're coming to Okompa, and we've reached our destination. We are going to continue. So... you see, we've got the Maquis Raider here as well. This is, if we survive the battle, basically, with the Kazon, we get to keep the Raider. And I believe that will continue on into future sectors as well, which would be excellent. So we can actually have kind of a fleet. I'm hoping it's not confirmed yet, because I don't think anybody, since the game only released a couple of hours ago, I don't think anybody's got to like the U.S.S. Equinox, the Nova class scout we see. It's another Federation vessel. You might be able to keep that. You might be able to keep several different ships. So fingers crossed we can actually have some kind of a fleet. So, there we are, Captain, and might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream, responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. So, a new lead. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and B'Elanna perhaps being held in this place? So Cooper says, I'm in the next sector, can't figure out blueprints. That's something we will definitely take a look at. It took me a while to figure that out for the demo as well, when you have to do that. So, let's check the energy pulses, because why not? Anything worthy? They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team to investigate the area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. So, select cartography optional, do a general scan of the planet. Let's do that as well, since we can. All the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Why would anyone want to live there? We'll leave it at that for now, because we can't go any farther. And instead, we will prepare an away team. Let's examine this world firsthand. Oh, and we're going to meet Neelix. So, everybody who hates Neelix, look away. Although, you don't have to worry about his voice. So if that was the thing that really annoyed you about him, you're okay. So, Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us on screen. A peculiar alien from with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before, perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings, looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr... I know it will be a long time, but I'm interested with the Borg and species 8472 choices. Yeah, me too. I've seen a little bit of quote-unquote like gameplay footage from the trailer that had the Borg, so you can definitely fight them. But it would be interesting to see the choices as well. So, Neelix, never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess, you're whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times, well, hundreds of times, maybe 50, but the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair? Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Excellent. So, it's auto-saving, and then this X. Oh, that just goes to the next cycle. So, let's look at our ship. We've got 4 cycles for the rest of this. The question is... Oh, I think we need to do stuff, and then... Yeah. You know what? Let's fly over here to get some deuterium, because we don't really have anything else to do. Deuterium at max capacity, yep, that's fine. And it gives us some time. Yeah, there we go. Now Neelix is called. So, again, deuterium, let's just go for the easy one, because again, we don't need that much. I definitely need to build cargo bays, because we're going to keep losing stuff, storage. So, if we talk to Neelix again... But a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece, never counted such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, your missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon Ogla? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult. With the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people, it's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. So we're going to ask for more information. Anything else we should know about the Kazon? Water is a precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they must get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. I wonder if we hadn't chose that, if it would change anything. So very well, prepare an away team mission. Away team, you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Absolutely. So let's go back to the Ocampa. Yeah. Like so. Okay, and we've got our rooms and stuff. So enter ship. Let's ready you. And then let's I'm gonna build one more. Sorry. Wrong one. Crew emergency quarters. It fits perfectly there. So now we've definitely got enough to remove that. Let's also remove you as well. That's 4 cycles. And then what I think I will do is hold on. 2 there. I could put a cargo bay here maybe. Although phaser control room. Probably should repair. We should definitely be repairing some of this as well. But I will. Let's house our population first. Okay, so we're at the Ocampa. So send an away team, because that's what we would like to do. So Neelix has to go. Then let's do somebody with phasers. So we don't need a doctor. So actually, I think Tuvok and Chakotay would probably be best here. Yeah, because we don't have the innovator, because that's B'Elanna's. So if we wake up B'Elanna, then we could get the innovator stuff. However, let us... Yeah, let's start mission. Away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy pulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? So we get 200 deuterium if we do this, survivalist. So you know what? Let's do that. Because, yeah, it's Chakotay, and we actually don't need him for the next step anyway. You know what? Maybe I... Well, I couldn't have taken anybody else, but maybe I'm just looking at this engineering stuff. So, we've got 200 deuterium, which would be nice. We're going to lose some of that, unfortunately, because we're at max, but that's fine. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. So we can build a temporary shelter. Analyze the area and evaluate the best cover. You know, I'm going to use Tuvok. No, we need science for that. Yeah, which is Tuvok. So this is 15 away. This is only 12 away. So I'm going to try and get some... Please get some research. Yes, I got some research. Excellent. So the more the merrier. And the more of that we can have, the better our research will go. So, Captain, we've reached the settlement. How shall we approach the people there? So I think now we need to alternate between Neelix and... yeah. Neelix and Chakotay, basically, down here. Although we will see about these last 2 steps, because Tuvok might be good. So, rewards. Let's let Neelix do the introduction. That would be a plus 200 to the situation, which is good. I think also morale. I don't know if that affects this morale up here, but it will help the... Oh yes, I think so. So Neelix bounds forwards, greeting the Kazon Ogla with his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix... Or is it Jabin? I can't remember. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman, who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he's led us to believe. How should we appease them? So we can demonstrate our strength. We can assure that we have no bad intentions. Which actually, I might do that simply for the... Or we can offer water in exchange. But no, I think I'm going to do this. And hopefully if we land in this gold section, I don't actually know what that does. It might give us like plus 200%, but it's given us this modifier at least, which is important. So sometimes certain approaches and away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger level indicator. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Things got out of hand, Captain. We should retreat, appease, and carefully withdraw. We could actually do that. or secure the retreat with phaser fire. Let's actually do this, because we're still above, and we'll get, yeah, some more morale. Team raises their hands in a sign of gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, the furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. So, we've gained all of this. Most importantly, yeah, we've got some morale there, which is excellent. So, I think all of you have also gone to level 2, which is great. Injury-free bonus plus 100, sector 1, so times a modifier of 1, and total 350 each. Oh no, 350 total, split then equally between. So, more than gratitude, safely back on Voyager, Neelix and the rest of the away team surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? Very deep. My dearest Kes, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. Did he say that ever? Okay. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. Transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kes, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. What does she know about the caretaker? Okay. For generations, he had provided the Accompli with food, water, energy, and protection, quote-unquote, from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. So ask him how they met. How did you meet? Well, I met Kes while trading with the Kazon Ugla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So ask her why she's at the surface. I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but these atrophied over many generations. So we've got things to do. Great. So now we need to repair sickbay and all of that, but we actually need to, yeah, wait. So if we go to the system, we're full for basically everything we need to worry about. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press the X button to skip the cycles. So if we look at the ship, we need 2 cycles. So do that, and one more. Oh, sorry, I have to press and hold. Like that. Okay. So dismantled room, that's now ready. We need repair and activate the science lab, and we need to repair and activate sickbay as well. So science lab, repair, 2 cycles. I'm just gonna again go like that. So repaired and built. Captain, science lab is back online. We can start researching this signal amplifier. However, I'm thinking what I'm going to do first, let's repair sickbay. And I'd also like to the workshop. We will need to repair you for the next step here. Let's do the science lab first. No unexplored transporter signal amplifier. Let's do that. So what I'd also like to do is phaser control damage. Yeah, let's do that. Phaser control room. +2 energy threshold, +50 weapon subsystem health, limited to 4. So we're going to repair you as well. And then again, I think I just need to skip cycles. Phaser control room is active. And I want to torpedo launch bay. We're going to do this as well because we will need this in our fight against oh, and the shield generator. You know what, let's do the shield generator first. And then let's skip another cycle. Okay, so we've accessed the tech tree. And we can redo yeah, so sick and injured crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of the sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. Great. So, Captain, the blueprints. Cooper can't figure out blueprints. So here we go. The blueprints are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. So Cooper, what are the issues that you're having with blueprints? Because this is where we will start to get into that. So, computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency, and we've recruited the doctor. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this patient, Kes. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises or grazes, nothing I can't handle. You're in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I'm programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sickbay to reorganize. So, let's explore the tech tree while we're here. So if I press the R button, this is the tech tree. So we've got cargo bays, cargo bay level 2. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do, including Borg stuff eventually. But I think we need to actually be, we need to be exposed to this before I can actually do that. So I'm thinking what I would like to do, we saw collector's warp efficiency. So we can only do tier 1 stuff here at the moment. We can go say, oh, let's do tier 2 research. However, we need certain things like dilithium crystals and other things. I'm not going to do engineering research tier 2 yet. In fact, what I'd like to do, maybe we're going to go into combat soon. So hull reinforcement would be good. It takes 14 cycles. And it's the only thing I can do at tier 1. No, captain's acknowledgement. Increases morale after 1 combat by 50. Science. Transporter room. We could do field training. Experience. XP for heroes and away missions by 10%. Again, all of these look like they're taking about 14 cycles. So we'll probably be able to do 1 or maybe 2 if we're lucky before... yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, let's go for combat and hull reinforcement. Begin research. That's going to take us 14 cycles. So we have got 1 work team available. Let us... So we've cleared this section. I'm thinking, why don't we clear this as well? And then if we go to the system, deuterium... Now we're still okay for deuterium. Maybe let's go for the duranium that's here first. And, oh, we've got the shield generator. That's excellent. And, let's... Oh, you're on now, that's fine. We're doing okay. I'm actually thinking, why don't we build a cargo bay? Although, I'm actually just wondering, if we go for... Is it maintenance? Yeah, so large cargo bay, we need 2 levels for that. If you see the room size, it's got, what, 6 going across and 2 levels of that. That means we need to have 2 full... Yeah, we need to have all of that. However, cargo bays, you only need 3. So 4 cargo bays stacked together equals this. And I think almost in terms of materials, they're about the same. But what we're going to do, let's do a cargo bay here. And I'm probably going to go for deuterium first. I'd like to also, well, we're going to be repairing some of this other stuff. Oh, torpedo launcher bay. We will repair that as well once these are finished. So let's go back to the system. Okay, so let's search for anything valuable or engineering office. Let's try and do this one, actually. Max 54. Where... Oh, okay, we've only got 20%. So orange means... Oh, and 3 crew were injured. Oh, that's not great. It's annoying. Okay, so let's go for the... Let's go here for this Class Y planet. Oh, hold on. I need to, you know... let's try again, send a probe with this science lab. We'll at least get... Oh, no, we got it all. Excellent, and we got some science points. So, in the ship, the thing that I haven't done yet, idiot, is I haven't done this yet, because we need to... Wait. So, I need 1 more cycle, so I'm just going to do that here. So we've got those. Cargo bay. Sure, we will add a cargo bay. Oh, wait. We just added a cargo bay. No, you want another cargo bay. Well, what we can do, this workshop, we are going to repair you. And then actually, you know what? We could just add a cargo bay here. I mean, it's not a great location, but I don't think the location really matters. So, you know, although we've got 30 cycles, you know what? Let's not do that yet. Instead, shuttle bay. we don't have tritanium yet to be able to do that, and I think that's on purpose. This torpedo bay launcher, let's do you as well. That's also 3 cycles. So I guess let's go back to our system. Let's get this deuterium now. Like so, and we will go like that. Basically, we will be back at full, I was about to say, considering if we get the full distribution. Excellent. So, there's nothing else in this system. So, you know what? Let's look at the sector. We can't go to this system yet. But what we could do is we could go back to this system, which we will need to do anyway. So, let's set a course. Unfortunately, it takes cycles, which is great, so we can enter ship. Yeah. So, workshop repair captain, we can start production of a signal amplifier. Oh, what am I doing? I shouldn't be leaving the system. I need to go back to Ocampa. So, available blueprints. We're going to do the transporter signal and the amplifier blueprints. Close. Okay, well, we are going to have to go back to Ocampa afterwards. So, we've got 2... Can we... can't repair the Aero shuttle bay either. This is like a trading port type thing. Can't do a lot of these yet either because we need the chips, we need Bionero gel packs, and we need tritanium, which is here, which we don't have any of. So let's remove these ruined rooms. That would be 16 and 16. Okay, so if I go back to the system, yeah, it's just gonna, okay. But we've created, and now we need to go back to Ocampa. That's excellent. So, and we've done the ruined rooms. Like that. What else can we do at the moment? Is there anything we can build? You know what, let's just do emergency crew quarters, because that's a 2. That's something we can do at least. The rest of the damage stuff we can't do anything about yet, so we're not going to. So, back to the system. We're here. We've got our hull reinforcement, because of course I kind of messed that up a little bit. So let's say enter ship. No, actually, yeah, it's not enter ship. It's actually just this. So captain's acknowledgement. I'm not going to do that yet. Instead, let's go for here. We've got plasma torch. Then ruined rooms gives you 25% more resources. Small battery compartment. I mean, that will be good as well. For our crew, we've got inspired workforce. Bonuses are increased by 20%. We've also got normal crew quarters. For science, we've got field training. What else do we have? Hydroponics bay, 50 food. You know, that's not a bad idea. Combat, we've done the hull reinforcement. I don't know what that is, so we can't do it. And Borg, no idea. You know what? I think I'm going to go for the hydroponics bay. Give Kes something to do when she's not in sick bay. So, speaking of in sick bay, can we put like a hero here? Yeah. Let's go like that. In the science lab, heroes, let's add... You're in sick bay. Kes... Oh, none of those. Phaser control room. We definitely want to put... yeah, decrease the fire rate. Sorry, increase the fire rate, but it doesn't say by how much. I'm going to put Tuvok there. That makes sense. So if we scroll over, engineering office, management, we cannot put anyone here. We don't need to repair the hull, so that's fine. We don't have many crew at the moment. Yeah, and our morale is increasing per cycle, which is nice. Emergency quarters, there's nothing we can build here at the moment. These are all, yeah, can't do any of this stuff. So what I'm going to do, we've got enough for 15 cycles, and I'm thinking, hold on, if we go back to the sector, it's 8 cycles away, and we've strip mined the system. Why don't we actually go, yeah, up here, get this deuterium, and then I will... Oh, emergency quarters, enter ship. That's great. There's nothing else to do. So, back to the system. we will use the Passant collectors for normal, as normal, I should say, and then back to the sector and back to Okampa because I'm an idiot. But that does give us more time for this research, which is, I guess, a bonus. So, back to Okampa. Let's set a course and fly there. Like so. And we're now going to go down and hopefully rescue everyone. So we've got Kes. We have to use Kes. We need somebody with either engineering or I don't know. Is that tactical? Let's call it tactical. I don't know what that symbol is actually called. Chakotay, I think, would be a good. Chakotay would be good, and then maybe somebody with engineering. Paris. We can't. Why can't we put Harry Kim? Oh, sorry. We don't have Harry Kim. He's on the planet. So why can we actually... Oh, this probably just means he's in our crew, but he's unavailable. Okay. So I guess let's go for Tom Paris. But if we're not going to do any of the... Actually, we're not going to do any of the engineering stuff because Tom is not going to be great for that. Let's go for... So tactical, let's go for Tuvok. And the reason I'm saying that is because we can then switch out between Chakotay and Tuvok, or command and tactical there. Yeah, let's start mission and see how this goes. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the way team, they reach for their weapons but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them, don't let them butter you up. Captain, the Kazon seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still not ready to attack. So, Basic Aquarium says the away missions remind me of Star Trek Timelines. Yeah, it's okay, I have to admit I didn't really play much of Star Trek Timelines, but I agree with you. So, we can show a force. We'll get some uranium as reward. We can go like this. So, what are we going to do next? We're going to do, science or engineering, both of which... Oh, Kes might be able to help a bit with, but otherwise it's going to be Tuvok. Let's attempt safe passage. I mean, we could do this as well and get the duranium. You know what? Let's do that. And then I will have both Kes and Tuvok do these rewards. Yeah, and then say confirm. So. Okay, well, at least we got some research, which is great. So, Captain, we're inside the Compan City, but there's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed? Let's let Kes... Ooh. Oh. Or, because our morale is very high, I'm thinking, why don't we actually go for Chakotay with these rewards? Because we need as much science as humanly or Vulcanly possible. Or at least it was a very rare resource in the demo. So we need to get out of here. So lead the away team through the collapsing tunnel, or clear a path for any debris. Oh, we could actually do that with Tuvok. Yeah, actually, let's do both of them, and then I will use both Tuvok and Kes for the science one there as well. And fingers crossed it works as I think. Critical success. We've got, again, 21 duranium, so we're going to lose some duranium, unfortunately. Oh, unless our cargo bay is set by default to duranium. I think it is. So let's do both of you for the science ones. So the tremors, and go like that. Okay, well, we got some research points. So that is that. So B'Elanna has been recruited. Excellent. So back on the Voyager, Harry Kim breathes a sigh of relief while B'Elanna Torres eyes her Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. Maquis engineer struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Ms. Torres, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Janeway and Ensign Kim. It's good to have you back in one piece. Reporting for duty, Captain. I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell's going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we closing up to Starfleet? It's a long story, B'Elanna. Oh, excuse me. Quick sip of water. It's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. So let's ask what they learned about the Okampa. Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive, they wouldn't last 5 minutes on the surface. Apparently they've been living underground for over 500 generations. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us the caretakers opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? The Okompa mentioned something called the warming. The day our surface turned into a desert. On that day, the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then, he's provided for the Okompa, a debt that can never be repaid. Say again, Lieutenant Tuvok. There's enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Okompa homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seems to be no coincidence. I assume he's responsible for the ecological damage, building the underground city and caring for them. He seems to be trying to make amends. But how could he cause such devastation to render a planet incapable of sustaining life? I confess I do not know, Captain. So let's ask if they learn anything about the caretaker, just that he's been acting weird lately. Apparently abducting people is a new hobby of his. And he increased the Okompa's power supply, enough to last them for 5 years if I recall correctly. And he destroyed the tunnels. It seems like he's preparing for something, but what? Ask if they know. You might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The Okompa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague, except we weren't sick before we met the guy. What a crock. They also said that the caretaker had sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. They died. I want you both in sick bay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of a foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been... they've already called him Commander, and yet he's not Commander Chakotay yet. Although he was Commander, I guess, before he joined the Maquis, so they might be referring to that. Anyway, excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately. Though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor. I've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Captain, there is now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. The caretaker provides the Okompa with a mere 5 years worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnels. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has sustained the Okompa for millennia. Why this sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Okompa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor. Someone who holds the key to their survival, a compatibility with the caretaker's DNA. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe the caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. So we now need to fly back there. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe the tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. But look at me, I've already done that. So they've already been restored. However, I suggest a test run to verify system functionality and to assess our temporary flight control officers' performance in combat. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers at. Except the one for evading Starfleet custody. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems. We lack a sparring partner. You have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay, all the Maquis on the Valjean as Starfleet's target practice, what could possibly go wrong? B'Elanna, focus, we need preparation. I will pilot the Valjean, Captain. Just remember to set your phases to simulation. So, Chakotay and B'Elanna are no longer available because they're on their ship. So, each combat encounter you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strength and abilities. So, Tom Paris, let's go for Tuvok, and let's go for Harry Kim. So, if anybody was watching LT Gaming stream of this, as I was right before we came in, I wasn't sure if it was Luke or if it was Tom, but one of them, I think Luke mentioned a rousing speech, which is something that Neelix can do for you. And I think Tom understood that as a rousing speech, as in to make you, interested more sexually. So that was kind of funny. I will not make the same joke. So let's start combat. Oh, and I also saw we could use cloak. So will be interesting to see if we can use that on Voyager. Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
So my orders are to, target, offensive, defensive, initiate repairs. Offensively, let's target their warp core. Let's target the warp core.
Attack the starboard side, Captain.
Combat is pause, toggle pause with the space bar. And then we will, yeah. Probably we'll need to use, yeah, somebody down here. Evasive maneuvers, dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability, 26-second cooldown. Yeah, so let's say, I don't know, 3, which is shield hacking. And then let's have Tubok fire 2 phasers at the same time. And I guess from Paris, let's have you do some evasive maneuvers. In position. In position for what?
Ability ready, Captain.
Well, let's have...
Destroyed, Captain.
Yeah, shields destroyed. Excellent. So now we're going after the warp core.
Ability ready, Captain.
Let's do shield hacking again. Oh, victory. Excellent. Direct hit on the warp core. Combat result fled. Hull status 59%. Proceed. So boom, that's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Your methods were unconventional, however the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. One more thing, Chakotay. Whatever suits us at the array, the Valjean should be in support position for Voyager. Alright. Have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show the Quadrant what we're really made of. Okay, so we're going to go back to this system here. We're about to get our next bit of research, so I will... oh, it says 8 here, but this one says it's just about done. Why? Okay, I don't know why that looks like there's so little left, and this one looks like there's... This one says there's 8 cycles back. In the ship, is there anything else we need to do? Battery compartment, but we can't repair any of this yet. Aero shuttle, we can't do any of that yet. Shuttle bay. So anyway, let's go back to our sector and set a course here. Boom. Oh, hydroponics bay. So enter ship. So we've got the hydroponics bay. So wait, what was I thinking of? Anyway, let's. There's field training. That's for XP for science. Is there anything else for combat? I think there's only the captain's acknowledgements. Which, you know, let's do that. Why not? We'll increase morale. We don't need it so much at the moment, but I would love to be able to stay at 4,000. So, we're warping back. Oh, it's this... oh, damn. So, this full storage, we wanted to build a cargo bay in 30 days. Yeah, sorry, I didn't fully read that, and I didn't do that, so we've just lost that. So, Captain, we've got a major problem brewing down in engineering. Deuterium levels are critical. The ship won't last long without a refuel. We don't locate a new supply soon. We'll be drifting in space with no energy, no life support. We need to act fast. So we will stock up. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't build the other cargo bay. But if we go to our ship, we could put something here. Officer quarters. 2 morale per cycle. Oh, we've got sick bay, holodeck, which we do already have one, and an observation lounge. Reduces, but that also reduces maximum hull. I don't like that. Crew. Oh, speaking of, actually, before we build anything, this cargo bay. What are you storing? Deuterium. So we can go to 1,500. That's excellent. So if we say, let's get some deuterium then, and I'll get both of those since we can. Let's do, yeah, leave storage alone. Just knowing my luck. Oh, just barely missed that yellow. So we need, yeah, if we do this, this will be 900 deuterium and plus 80 morale. Not that we actually need that at the moment. I'm going to actually stock up on you as well. Captain's acknowledgement. Okay, so we've done the research already. So let's do some more research since we can. I'm actually wondering, engineering. Let's do the plasma torch. Small battery compartment. You know, let's do the plasma torch first, and then the next one, that next one will be next. What we could do, crew. There's a lot we cannot build at the moment. Technology. We could do the hydroponics bay. A 3. I mean, Okay, I know in the show it wasn't actually here, but I think at the moment what we could do is build it here, and then we can always move it later on. So we could do that. Combat, we've got a phaser control room, which we can't build. In fact, I don't think we can build a lot of this. Cloaking device, but we need to do the research. And a metaphasic shield room. Limited to 4. Phaser control room. Shield generator. Oh, wait, do we not have access to a shield generator? Combat, shield generator, just missing resources. Okay. And then Borg technology, we've got nothing here yet. That's fine. But I still want to build things. So let's... Cargo bay is 3. That is 3 as well. Those are 2 and 2. I mean... You know, let's just build the hydroponics bay there. And then if we say system, get this deuterium as well. And that will then be... Yep, now we're just below our maximum. Let's now go to the array. Like that. Great. Oh, and we've got the hydroponics bay already. So let's activate you. Switch on. We don't have enough crew. Okay, but we've got it. That's good. You're damaged. Yeah, but we can't repair you yet. So let's go back to the system. And let's go to the array and the Ocampa. So I'm going to skip that. There we go. So it seems we were expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. So they're probably not calling to chat. I'll have our Maquis Raider manned. You'll have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea. But let's see what the Kazon have to say first. You're back for more, are you? I don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. I'm sure you'll have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We've no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. Jabin, can we discuss this like two civilized? He's disconnected, Captain. They're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. So, it's us against them. We are going to focus on the carrier. Take that out, and these support vessels should go quickly as well. Yeah, instant shield recharge. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about any of these. I'm going to keep Chakotay there. And then say start combat. So our orders, we are going to, again, let's target the weapons. And then we'll go after the warp core afterwards, I think. So, let's do that. So we'll hack their shields. So open your command menu at any point to give new orders. So if I press E, one of your shields is dangerously low. Switch to defensive actions to protect that side from further damage. Continuing without shields risks the destruction of the underlying systems. So if we say defensive, which shield is it? Oh, it's this one. Defend port.
Moving to defend the port side, Captain.
Okay, so let's press 1. So that's Maquis maneuver.
Ability ready, Captain.
And then have two Vok fire multiple phases at the same time. So we can also press shift as well, and that fires a photon torpedo. However, you notice we've only got a certain number, so we will actually have to worry about that. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. That's what I've just done by pressing the shift key.
Ready,
Enemy shields destroyed. Excellent. So, let's press 3. So, support vessel has surrendered. That's excellent. Let's have Chakotay do its thing, or do his thing. I'm wondering, the Maquis Raider's still doing fine. So, yeah, we're doing okay.
Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
They've surrendered. Excellent. So now we need to, target the next one. Oh, orders. Let's go for their warp core.
To attack the enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Oh, okay. Just destroyed. Okay, so we're now targeting the support ship. Have 2 Vok firing.
Ability ready, Captain.
2. No, in position. Let's
Ability
say,
ready, Captain.
1. Oh, victory. Excellent. Hull status 56%. I have to admit that wasn't the most thrilling battle I've ever been in terms of a Star Trek game. However, that went way better than expected. Our raiders are still in good shape. I'll keep it close by just in case more Kazon decide to show up. You're strong, Captain, but there's strength in numbers. I've called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. And I guess we won't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Let's do all this confrontation, although that's exactly what we do in the show. And you know what? My voice is getting a little bit sore, so I'm just going to skip through some of this. If you've seen Star Trek Voyager, the first 2 episodes, then you've seen this. Okay, send us home. Captain Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. So, Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back? We're not going to do that. If it works, it's not guaranteed, but if it works, then the game would basically end. I'm going to do an actual playthrough, so let's destroy the array. So we've never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready to try Cobalt devices. What are you doing? The array's our only way out of here. You can't. I can and I will. Our Cobalt device is ready, Captain. Fire. Fire. And boom. Just like that. The array is destroyed. So we'll find another way home, I promise. Who do you think you are, making decisions for all of us? It was the right decision, B'Elanna. The Ocampa, they remind me of our people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. Now I'll definitely miss my next parole review. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Ah, thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. So, Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or if the navigational deflectors are offline. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. Hull does not regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Yeah, so that's what we will have to do. So if we say, go to our ship, engineering office, we can, assign to, hull repair. Like so. Okay, the other thing that I would like to do... Oh, we're repairing the hull, which, uses duranium. And 3 damage per cycle is repaired, which is good. So, what I'd like to do now, I guess, is fly to the Mark's destination in the 3rd system. So, actually, in our system, I kind of want to clean up. Let's go like that. Get this deuterium. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. But we're full anyway. So, we'll get this duranium. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. You know, let's try and repair parts of the mining station to mine some resources. I mean, we've got... Ah, okay. Didn't go as well, and 3 crew got injured, but we've got sick bay, so that's fine. So, let's send you... Yeah, heading this way. Okay, so we've got the plasma torch tech. So if we enter ship, and then say crew, we can do crew quarters. Yeah, if we can also do inspired workforce, bonuses increased by 20%. Science, field training. You know, let's actually go for field training. And the reason I'm going to do that is because we need the characters. We need these heroes often. So let's go back to the ship. Okay, so if we look at the sector again, we've got this asteroid. Well, I guess let's scan everything first. So we do have some science over here and there. Excellent. Oh. So I'm thinking, why don't we end at this asteroid? So let's get some more deuterium first. Oh, and we've got the field training research. Yeah, that's excellent. So, combat, anything else here? Borg, nothing there. So crew would be the inspired workforce and the crew quarters. Then we've got engineering here, small battery compartment. This tier 2, well, we could actually begin that research. Bussard collectors level 2, workshop level 2, interphasic coil spanner. Reduces initial building, upgrading, and repair times. Cargo bay level 2, that would also be good. I mean, combat. Hopefully we won't need to use combat that much in the beginning. But you know what? Let's go for... sorry, crew... Oh wait, hold on. What was this? Battery compartment. Yeah, let's go for the crew quarters and begin research. So, if we go back to... Oh, hydroponics is offline. You know... Oh, we don't have the crew for it. That's right. That's the issue. What we could do, though, is say... Why don't we build... So I could demolish some of these and replace them with crew quarters. Oh yeah, but we don't actually have them yet. So you know what, let's just look at the system. So we're here. Let's leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging. Yeah, let's do that and hopefully get a good amount. Yep, like that. Okay, let's go down here and get this amount, which I believe will be about the same. We're going to, again, collect the easy, accessible resources. Let's now go for here, for duranium. And let's try and repair parts of the mining station. Yep, excellent. We got a good amount. And now, let's go and get some science. Dispatch a team. Risk is too high to send a team down. Sample is brought aboard for analysis. Oh yeah. Let's try this. Science points plus 30. Excellent. Deuterium, I think we're fine. So let's actually just go this way. And get you. Perform a passive scan from a safe distance. Conduct a detailed scan. You know, let's try a detailed scan. Hopefully we'll get... 20. Okay, we could have got 40 had that worked, but it didn't, so that's fine. Let's now go... So, I need to wait a couple more cycles before I get this deuterium. Let's go to the asteroid first. Like this. Excellent. 70,000 light years from home. It seems we're in this together, Commander. The decision won't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we've got more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship, stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. Coexist, Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer, you're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning and a chance to change, chance to forge a new path together. So we've got 27 new crew. We will need places for all of them to sleep as well. Neelix, Kes, you wanted to see me. Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine? Well, that's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we'd very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you so much in the sector. Captain, need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook? Oh, you haven't lived until you've tasted my Anglabosk. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on this long voyage home. I have a feeling you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer? That's quite the offer, Mr. Neelix. And Kes, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know. So much to explore and discover. Perhaps this journey could help me understand my telepathic abilities better. Learn more. Develop them. But I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I wanted to help people too. Maybe I could learn from him. Assist in sickbay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then, welcome aboard. Captain, you might want to see this. Looks like we've stirred up a little trouble. In a good way, I think. So, a sudden distress call reveals Janeway's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian. Zybaean, sorry, I'm really that pronunciation, who was captured while exploring the Okampa landscape, gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the Doctor's care. 21 crew joined Voyager. So we've just gained 27 from the Maquis and 21 Talaxians. So this is something that is different from the show already. So, and we didn't lose the Valjean either, so we've got a second ship. So alright everyone, listen up. Overcome differences, unite as one, stand strong as one crew, defend ourselves, or unite, explore the unknown, and learn. Let's overcome differences and unite as one. And then we're going to continue the speech with new territories and solutions. The Samzamd 34, such lazy game development. Yeah, it's difficult to say whether it's lazy game development or whether it is also due to the low budget. So they were constrained, they received a grant from the German government to make this game, and unfortunately it was very low for game development. And I think the developer also typically specializes in mobile games, so that is why this definitely feels like a mobile game and why you should be able to play it on your smartphone. So we're going to end our speech with never give up and find a way together. Well spoken, Captain. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Lieutenant Paris has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Not if I get a choice. Oh boy, imagine me becoming a captain one day. Haha, you're funny. Very well, gentlemen, as your first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris set a new course. We're flying home. Great. So, the caretaker section has now been completed. I am going to continue. So we're going to say travel now. I do like some of the visuals in this game.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light-years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did mute. Ah, damn it. Okay, sorry about that. I've just been chattering away to myself. Yes, I did mute Fun Sam Gaming. I muted because of Tuvok speaking, and then just completely forgot, to unmute because I'm an idiot. So what I was saying was, well, lots of things really. I'm going to be, trying to get this. Captain, we've encountered a debris field. I'm going to try and get this titanium so that way we can start opening more of the ship. I need to build housing for our population, so those are going to be crew quarters. So what we can do, Captain, we've encountered a debris field. Sensors are indicating that this debris field consists of starships that have recently been destroyed, so we can risk ambush and thoroughly scan the debris, or quickly beam aboard any valuable salvage before the attackers return. I'm actually going to have a shuttle perform close range scans before the salvage operation. Wait, what if I say leave for now? And then if I go to the ship, can we now repair? We can. This shuttle bay. I am going to repair you. 4 cycles. So you know what? I'm going to do that so we don't have risk attack. We've got 20 cycles, and if we go back to the system, we've got a good amount of deuterium in various places. So you know what? I'm just actually going to risk it. So we've got the crew quarters research. I'm thinking next thing we should do is maybe engineering. Let's go for tier 2 for you. We need some dilithium, which we fortunately have. 16 there. So, thanks for saying something, Fun Sam Gaming, because otherwise I wouldn't have realized. OBS is like, oh yeah, everything's still fine, but obviously it was not. So, main engineering. Oh, we've got something here. Captain, the warp core was never fully repaired after the initial damage, bringing us to the Delta Quadrant. To meet our growing energy demands for travel and facility, we must upgrade it to level 2. This is a fundamental task that will significantly increase Voyager's maximum energy output, which is essential for the long journey ahead. Upgrade the warp core to level 2. That's this blue thing, so that's, so was the caretaker sector more like a tutorial? Yes, absolutely, basic aquariums. The caretaker sector is very much a tutorial. So yeah, you learn how to play the game, and then afterwards, so for example, you couldn't actually repair the shuttle bay in that. I'm actually thinking, let's repair aerostat as well. Oh, we don't have a work team yet. Oh, but actually what we can do, this engineering office, I think we can add a work team. No. Oh, we could remove a work team or add a work team up to this maximum. So, yeah, it can definitely, we can go higher. But, yeah, so we just need to finish these cycles, repair that, close, and then your power is on at the moment, which is great. We've only got, 16 energy left, but we go to the system now. We can say, have shuttle perform close range. Let's do that. And please don't... Okay, 17. Okay, it's better than nothing. And we're now at 27, so we need some more. Fortunately... Actually, unfortunately, there isn't more. Oh, and I didn't scan that. So that's more deuterium. Okay, let's move to... So duranium's still only at 100. Let's move to you. And say, launch torpedo, shoot a thermal beam. Let's do the thermal beam, I guess. Although actually, yeah, let's do that. We're probably not going to get the full amount. Oh yes, we did, but we lost some because we don't have enough storage for it. So let's get some deuterium. I'd like to also then get the dilithium. As a bit of a Trekkie, I will buy this game. Shame it's not like the 25th anniversary edition on floppy disk. Floppy disk, yeah, I remember that. Glad it's not on a floppy disk. Oh, so Captain, sensors detect a space station. The hull of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs aboard. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. So we can just scan it. We could destroy part of the station where cargo might be. You know, let's try that. Or engineering office level 2. Let's try this one. Okay, not bad. Continue. So let's get this dilithium here. That was a weird way to fly. So sensors have detected a strange subterranean cave with possible dilithium crystals. Very lucky find, but the cave seems unstable due to volcanic activity. So, oh, phaser control room level 2 and sensor array level 2. You know, we might want to wait on that and do this tier 2 first. You know what? Yeah, let's try. We'll come back to you. So I want to skip those. You know, maybe let's actually go over here. Uranium. Let's try this planetoid. Our sensors scan picking up indefinite dilithium signatures inside of a rogue class M planetoid. We're talking about approximately 500 to 1,000 something, but metric tons of dilithium. We should take a look at that. That's what it was. So, Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. We're going to send an away team. And we need, so science, engineering, maybe diplomacy as well. So, let's send Tuvok, because you can do every step. We need a doctor of some sort. That would probably be Kes or Tom. No, Kes. And then somebody with engineering and... Oh, actually, Neelix. Engineering and diplomacy. That's ironic, yeah. The people who would least be likely to all three be on the same away team. But, you know, we're going to try. Oh, and Ocampo was a recommended trait anyway, so that's excellent. So I swear they have the Delta Flyer and Shuttle Bay image already. I will take a look at that once we're back on the ship. Because, yeah, I think you might be right. So, Captain, we're inside a cave system, and our tricorders are picking up a strong dilithium signatures orders. So, perform geological analysis. We'd get... Ooh! We'd even get... yeah, some tritanium as well. That would actually be good. Let's have both of you do that. Confirm. Ooh, excellent. So unfortunately we're going to... Yeah, 24 of you, which is unfortunate because we can't have all of that. But Captain, we found a middle door protected by a sophisticated force field. It seems we're not alone. Orders. So blow up the force fields, plus 150 morale. Or actually no, let's deactivate the force fields. Because again, I want the science. Although, science or no, you know what? Let's go for. Because I feel like tritanium is going to be very difficult to get, and we need it for upgrading the ship. But okay, we've got morale, we've got tritanium, and then, ooh, okay. So, Captain, we're standing on some kind of operating room, and somebody has acquired quite the collection of organs. No signs of anyone alive. So we can have Kes try and get these rewards. We can have both of you try and get that. No. Or have Ocampo try and recognize some familiar-looking organs. Oh yeah, absolutely have Kes do that. No risk involved, and that's the best outcome. And we also get some deuterium as well. Not sure how you get deuterium from organs, but who knows. So, just normal outcome now. Suddenly, a secret door swings open and a hooded figure rushes out holding a tricorder-like device. Captain, threats established, orders. So, stand your ground, de-escalate, or retreat. So, oh, thanks for subscribing, Doctors Johnny. Thank you very much. So, we can stand our ground. We could de-escalate. You know, I think I'm not going to risk the dilithium because that is quite a risk. Let's do this and say confirm. Ooh, excellent. We got 21 research points. This has been an excellent haul. Sector 2, 1.5 times. Transporter room bonus, 1.1. That's nice. Injury free bonus, 2 critical successes, and 2 successful chances. Excellent. And they've split that. So Tuvok's almost at level 4. Ed Salmon, 6319. Definitely picking this up when it's on a 75% sale next year. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a very good idea. So, Captain, the away team has returned. So, this was a close call. Right, we cannot draw any any definitive conclusions as to what was down there. But what about a guess, Lieutenant? A guess? We're dealing with a species that appropriates organs, and our away team almost contributed to their collection. However, the why is not clear. Captain, an alien ship just left the planetoid at warp speed. We can still follow their ion channel. trail. Let's take up pursuit. Let's see what happens. A chance to find out why, follow them. So follow the alien ship to its hideout. So is that, if I press the sector button? Oh no, it's still here, I guess. Yeah. So we've got a crew not doing anything, but what we can actually do is I'm going to... Fun Sam Gaming, I swear the Delta Flyer and the Shuttle Bay, they actually do not have the Delta Flyer, fortunately. We've only got a standard shuttle. So this was the standard shuttles from Voyager first. The one thing you might have been not confused about, but we've got this Aero Shuttle Bay, which has the captain's yacht, the captain's yacht, that's the word I'm looking for. And yeah, it's larger. We never actually see it used on Voyager. So I'm thinking, why don't we repair this life support? 8 cycles. Okay, so we will definitely go after this ship here. I'm thinking, oh, it's moved to this asteroid. I'm okay for like cycles and resources and energy and things. So I think, yeah, let's move there. Captain, we've reached our destination orders. Continue. So, Captain, the alien ship dropped out of warp and went inside an asteroid. Do we follow? Let's scan the interior of the asteroid first. What are we dealing with? Strange, I can't scan the interior. The surface stratum is a neutronium alloy, not a natural formation. It's like someone built this asteroid. Let's enter the asteroid. And let's see what they're up to. Mirror, mirror. Voyager plunges into the heart of an asteroid and encounters an unexpected sight. Vast chambers of mirrored walls creating endless reflections of the alien starship and Voyager. Lost in a sea of duplicates, the crew must act before they are ambushed. A hull of mirrors. Can we identify the real ship? We're still picking up their ion trail, but they could have left a fake one, so we fly straight into one of these walls. So we can follow the ion trail full risk. We can let Tom navigate through the mirror hole. Chance 40% and 35%. Fire torpedoes to shatter the mirrors, or use phasers as a searchlight. Let's let Tom try and navigate and see what happens. I think it's... Oh, failure. My pleasure, Captain. Just another Tuesday flight. Well, that went sideways. Sorry, Captain. I'll take a bucket and sponge the hull when we're clear. Scanners are picking up 2 weak bioelectrical signatures in front of us. Hull minus 45. They're powering up their engine, Captain. We can beam life forms on board based on their approximate location, or fire a tractor beam. Let's try and fire a tractor beam. We wouldn't just randomly... Yes, we got them, Captain. It's a success. Excellent. So open a channel. The captured aliens show up on the view screen, their bodies ravaged by rot. The crew exchange uneasy glances. What could cause the aliens' horrifying disfigurement? Continue. I'm Captain Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We have a firm grip on your ship, so do yourself a favor and talk. I am Dareth, and this is Motura. We are of the Vidian Sodality. I demand an explanation for what happened in the caves. I'm very sorry that we tried to attack you. Normally we harvest from the dead, but time was running short. It is the phage, you see. My people have been stricken by this disease for aeons. It consumes our bodies, eats us up alive. The only way to fight it is to gather organs and graft them. I'm in mortal peril and in dire need of a lung. But this is not your problem, Captain. Let us go and you'll never see us again. So we can create artificial lungs, transplant donor lungs. No, we're going to go for the artificial lungs. Might be an only temporary solution, but we could create artificial lungs. But it failed. Yeah, I'm failing a lot in this playthrough so far. It's alright, Doctor. Perhaps it's better this way to finally end the suffering. Thank you for your efforts anyway, Captain. Farewell. I'm sorry, Motura. Farewell. Helm, we return to our old course. It failed. Okay. Well, that's annoying. So let's look at our ship. We've got 7 cycles there, and where was the other? What's our other work team doing? Oh wait, or did we need two teams here? Or am I just blind? I could also just be blind. This would then be how much power? It doesn't actually say. Anyway, let's go back to the system and let's keep collecting materials. Our research also should be done relatively soon. Yeah, let's go up here, collect some uranium. So, Captain, we found an abandoned ship drift in space. It's powered down, but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. So, we can blindly beam a team on board and force open the storage to retrieve all contents, destroy the vessel, salvage the debris, send a shuttle to breach the storage from outside. Let's try that. Okay, well, we've got some at least. That's good. Let's get some more deuterium. Oh, engineering tier 2. Excellent. So now, let's go for interface at coil spanner, cargo bay level 2, hyper spanner, shuttle construction time, shuttle bay level 2. So, wait, do we not need to upgrade engineering to level 2? I guess maybe we don't. Hyper spanner, shuttle slots from 1 to 2, negotiation tactics, increase the time that trade offers stay available by 50%. Good luck bringing the crew home. Thank you very much, Rai Boulanger. So, workshop, we start collectors, we can't do that. The workshop we could, interface at calls we could, actually, you know what, let's do that because of that 15%. Although actually, let's abort this research and go for you. Because again, increased storage capacity would be excellent. So now we've got 4 cycles there. So is the main engineering management upgrade? Oh, okay. So we actually need to upgrade this before we can then go to like tier 2. Yeah. Okay. And then heroes. Let's definitely make Balana chief there. Actually, oh, what we're doing. Sorry, I'm repairing the hull. What we could do is actually say we'll go to our engineering office. Management, we do also need to upgrade you as well at some point down here. Now provides up to +2 work teams. Changes energy consumption from 3 to 5. So let's unassign from repairing the hull. What we can do instead is repair the aero shuttle bay. 4 cycles as well. That's excellent. So those would be finished at the same time. So let's get deuterium, tractor beam, or the shuttle. I think let's go for the tractor beam. Excellent. Okay, and the storage is now full. And then I'm thinking, Kazon Raider. Yeah, we'll go to you because we've only got 48. Oh, but we can only go to 100. Actually, let's leave for now. Let's go back. No, you know what? Let's go to. Well, and actually, you know what? I said I wasn't going to do cargo bay level 2 yet. Because what I wanted to do was go to. We needed combat. Oh, that's combat level 2. We will need that. Oh, you know what? Forget what I was saying. I do still want engineering level 2 seems to be in tier 3. Oh, is it? Engineering. Engineering officers level 2. Warp core efficiency. No, I think this is just increases in efficiency unless I'm engineering officers level 2. That's for work teams. Hey, Skra, as usual, no toilet. Absolutely none. I can't even try and build a toilet. Which would be nice. Yeah, I can't. Negotiation tactics. Can't worry about any of that. So you know what? We're just going to say close. Oh, actually, something I'm thinking about. Mess hall. Heroes. We absolutely need Neelix. And we'll get +6 morale per cycle, so that will cancel out that. While we wait to actually build the crew quarters that go here. So if we go back to the system, so we'll get too much from this raider, that's the problem. You know, let's go for the Class L planet with potential food sources. We can store up to 1,000 food, so that would be excellent. So we're going to send the away team. And then we need, well, actually lots of everything. So let's go for, we often need command. So, Hareska, they have the 3 shells system. So let's go for, so command. That's definitely going to be Chakotay. We need science, the highest science value. Kim is at 37. You're at 24, 25, 25. So, sending Harry Kim. And then we need a... Oh, Talaxian. Oh, Doctor. Interesting. If we get rid of Kim... No, you know what? That's fine. We don't actually need a Doctor. It's just that first one. Let's say start mission. Captain, we've arrived. Half the crew must be down there. How should we receive? Oh. +1. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that harvest is. But we're definitely sending Neelix to do that. So Neelix quickly identifies the delicious-looking apples as poisonous and the strange roots as safe and nutritious. The away team gathers a bountiful supply of food. We've received your signal about the ship in orbit, Captain. Ensign Seska is missing and we can't locate her. Combat signal. Orders, Captain. Ask the others where she was last seen. Spread out and search for Seska's whereabouts, and we would actually get, deuterium. Although, we would lose some of that deuterium. Or analyze traces in the environment, which is what we're going to do with Kim. Okay, so we at least get some research. Captain, we're hearing voices inside the cave. Orders. So, we can get ready for confrontation. Hide and let them pass, or approach them. You know what? Let's do that. And I'm just going to use Neelix. Because I probably will need other people later. We are the only ones old enough to get that reference. Yes, I'm 32. I think I'm 32. 1993. Yes, I'm turning 33 this year, so I'm 32. How old is that reference? The 3 shell system. That's not familiar to me. They are armed Kazon. The away team calms them and lets them leave. Their purpose unknown. Seska is priority. Captain, we're inside this cave, but no sign of Seska. Try and locate her comm badge. Split up and search every corner of the cave. Ooh, well, actually, that would be good because we would get some more tritanium or scan for Seska's bioelectrical. I'm thinking, let's go tritanium for right now. I think, again, that's going to be our rarest, or one of our rarer resources. A thorough search pays off. Seska's found. She recounts a Kazon ambush while gathering mushrooms. Captain, another Kazon patrol. We're taking heavy fire. Let's distract them. And again, for more resources, because I definitely won't be able to return fire and have that work. So let's go like that, and hopefully we can get a lot of research. So, was a toilet joke from the Demolition Man back in the 90s, I think. Oh, hold on. It's from the Sly Stallone Judge Dredd movie. Ah, I'm also not great with cinematography in films and things. Oh, so we got 22 research points, and we also got 375 morale, which is great, because that was critical success. +1 apple-like fruits and weird roots. Great, so had some leveled up. Ironically, Neelix is a higher level than Harry Kim. So Captain, the away team is back with Ensign Seska and quite a haul. Should we move it to the cargo bay? I appreciate Neelix's enthusiasm, but I'm concerned about the long-term viability of the food sources and their actual nutritional value. Simply having a lot of it doesn't solve our problem. I think, okay, yeah, Bunsen is right. Okay, good to know. So, valid point, Commander. We'll have the food analyzed in the science lab. So that's what we need to do. So, if we go to the science lab here, unexplored, food-like, apple-like fruits and weird roots. Oh, and it's paused our research, I think. Yes, it has. So, one more cycle, and we can get this. I'm thinking, what should we do? Let's move... that's 4 cycles away. You know what? Let's do that. Okay, so we've got the aero shuttle bay and the life support, so we're going to enter the ship. It's ready. Oh, you'll periodically receive trade offers when your air shuttle bay is active. Only one trade can be active at a time and takes a set amount of time to complete. You'll need to manually collect the resources after the trade goes through. Demolition Man 1993. Oh yeah, so it's as old as I am. So, we've got 8 power left. If I do that as well, that's 7 power. Wow, okay. But we can. This battery compartment, that's a 3, that's a 3. I think what I'm actually going to do... Cargo bay. Oh, I can't do that yet. What I'm going to do, let's clear these 2 rooms. Or actually, maybe just let's clear across here first. Clear and clear. 5 cycles. And to upgrade the engineering, what do we need? Management, 70 and 30. Oh yeah, so we're just shy there. So go back to the system. Deuterium here. Let's deploy... Actually, no, let's leave for now. And what I'm just going to do, I'm going to leave... Yeah, I'm going to go like that. So apples and roots, so we've got even more food. We've also got apple-like fruits and weird roots. So, enter the ship. Oh, sorry, we need one more cycle. So I'm going to... Actually, let's do the combat. So, still a good movie and holds up well these days. Starred Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, and Wesley Snipes. Oh, okay. I mean, I've definitely heard of Demolition Man before. I don't know that I've seen it. I can't remember. So, State of Flux. So, as the commander feared, the Leola routes weren't a long-term solution. We need to find other ways to stock our pantry. Suggestions? Captain, I was thinking about building a hydroponics bay. It would give the crew a chance to reconnect with the natural process of growing food. We could also hit up some local trading stations with the aero shuttle, barter for supplies, do a little Gamma Quadrant grocery shopping, so to speak. But Captain, there are so many planets out here. We just need to keep exploring to find one brimming with the most delicious, nutritious delicacies. Think of the culinary adventures. Hydroponics, trade, exploration, all valid options. Thank you. Oh, Captain, regardless of your choice, the raw ingredients still need to be prepared. Naturally, I'll be honored to apply my culinary skills. However, the mess hall lacks a proper galley. Would you be willing to sacrifice your private dining room for the greater good of the crew? Wonderful. I'll get to work straight away. Yep, that's fine. So, upgrade, focus on the mess hold now and upgrade it to the 2nd level. Okay, so that's what it wants. Management, we need a crew team though, and we don't have that. So let's go to the next cycle, because we'll get those ruined rooms. This mess hall, actually, can we upgrade you? Management, we can upgrade you, so I'm going to do that. I am also going to upgrade this as well, and I can just press the F button to upgrade, but not because I'm missing 25 uranium. So what we'll do, let's go like that. Hold on. Yeah, cancel. We're going to, we're actually going to get tritanium from this as well. So let's say, yeah, clear debris, and then in the system, let's deploy probes for safer, though less efficient collection. Oh, damn. That wasn't great, but at least we've got this debris field here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this for now, because again, if we try and get all of that, it's going to... Yeah, we've got a lot there. That's good. Let's try and go to this dilithium patch. Oh, main engineering, we've upgraded. Excellent. So morale plus 200. Yeah, in fact, we're not going up or down. I think what it also wants is then for us to move to tier 2. So that uses 48 per cycle. That's okay, but we definitely need to make sure that we are within our limits. So, this life support... We've got a ruined room here as well that we can... Ah, that's nice. Okay. Because basically what that means is... Yeah, we can clear this as well to get some uranium. 5 cycles. And then what I will do is build crew quarters. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that will give us then 30 housing. So, in the system, here, So, Captain, we've stumbled across a massive debris field. It doesn't make sense to anyone that would leave this much salvageable resources floating around, so we should investigate. Let's have... So, I think the shuttle would be better than the tractor beam. And we can potentially get more. Yes, excellent. So we got 100% there. I think if we go to the planet as well, that probably would also be very helpful. How is our research coming along, by the way? That's cargo bay level 2. We've got 14 cycles. This is 4 away. This is 4 away. 2 away. You know what? Let's do Duranium first. Let's get that. That way we can do some upgrades. Yeah, enter ship. We've done that. Let's do upgrades to the mess hall. And then here, max 68. Phaser beam to bore through the ice or send a shuttle. You know, let's just send a shuttle. Although, navigational deflector level 2 or cutting beam control room level 1. We haven't met the Borg yet, so that's literally going to be impossible, I think. But if we say ship, navigational deflector is here. Management. Oh, we do not have... Reduces hull... increases hull damage reduction from plus 15 to plus 20. It will require more energy. And we don't have a lot of stuff there. That's absolutely fine. We're removing that, removing that. We've still got 34 idle crew. That's good to know. We can also get rid of some of this stuff as well. I'm thinking if we just make deck 3 residential, that's probably a good idea. So I'll have to move this battery compartment. Dismantle, we'd get that stuff here, which would be helpful, and then we could build it over here. I'm just going to take a look to see what that would cost. Hold on. I'm in the wrong place. Is it crew? Nope, it's in... not in combat. Maintenance. That's a large component. This battery compartment... 15 and 10. Okay, good to know. It would be much cheaper just to repair that, actually. Anyway. So what we need now... Let's... Navigational deflector 2, we won't be able to do that. I think let's actually go for you. Let's try it. Green. Oh, 1 crew died. Damn. Morale minus 60. It's not great. So we've had our first casualty. That is very much a shame. However, yeah, I mean, things are going well. So let's now go to... Yeah, we didn't get that much uranium. On our ship. You need 4 cycles, and you still need 3 cycles. We've got 12 cycles here. Let's fly here and try and get as much as possible. RIP red shirt. Yeah, absolutely. We've lost our first red shirt. Let's have a shuttle try and get this. Okay, not great. This is going to be a bit difficult. So, let's go to Vidian Interceptor. That's 4 cycles. So we've got our ruined room. Let's now build our first full crew quarters. And that takes 50. Wow. Okay, and 7 cycles. And now we've got our upgraded mess hall. So, certain mess halls can... certain rooms like mess halls benefit from a specialist support. You can assign heroes. We've already done that. An upgraded mess hall enables a new option to feed your crew. Instead of using emergency or premium rations, you can resort to fresh, normal rations. It won't affect your morale nor cost deuterium, but needs fresh food instead. Each 3 crewmen consume 1 food per cycle. If your food reserves are empty, emergency rations are selected automatically. So, let's change to normal food. Oh, that's minus 16. Hold on. What is this minus 6 from? Probably from quarterless. So the other thing we can do is say, oh yeah, we're not going to be able to build more crew quarters for a while. So instead, get rid of that. That's 4 cycles, and then we will do that one afterwards. Okay, so this deuterium, we are going to... Let's send a shuttle again. Hopefully get a lot. Nope, just 31. I mean, better than nothing, but still. Okay. Cargo bay level 2. Excellent. So now we can get even more deuterium. So what I would like to do is say, for our next bit of research, plus 4 deuterium each cycle. We're currently... don't have anything. Workshop level 2. Interphasic coil spanner for upgrading and build. Hyper spanner is negotiation tactics. I'm actually wondering what you need to do some more. Let's go for combat and improve phaser fire rate. Yeah, I mean, let's go for tier 2 here. Okay, so in the system, we're now at 10. Oh, and we've got this ruined room. Let's now collect you, because we can't build another room yet. And then here, be cautious and salvage anything that seems safe. Tractor, beam debris on board, have a shuttle perform close range. Let's try the shuttle again. Yay! Okay, oh, but it's full. Hold on, didn't we get... Oh, no, we have to upgrade this cargo bay, right? Management, we have to upgrade it to actually get that bonus. That's kind of annoying. I mean, I fully understand it, but... Oh, let's actually pause you. Actually, no, let's cancel you completely. And have you upgrade. Like that. 4 cycles. Yep. So, that's 2 cycles away. And then I will fly there. Oh, we're getting very close to our dilithium. So, crew quarters, enter ship. Can we do the same thing again? Crew quarters, yes we can. So let's do that. And then here, yeah, we're not going to be able to get this, unfortunately. But we can dig deeper into the mines to reach more crystals. Nobody die, please. 2 died, 3 crew severely injured. Okay, then. Oh, we've got a warning of some sort. Not to you, though. I think it's just the number of cycles left, but fortunately 6 cycles to get here. Oh, cargo bay. Excellent. So let's enter the ship and upgrade you. So now we are... Sorry, not... 1,750 deuterium. That's excellent. So let's have this room be cleared. 5 cycles, so those both finish at the same time. Okay, we're definitely going to stock up on deuterium. That's absolutely what we're going to do as much as possible of. And let's use the shuttle to aid the search. Get as much as oh, damn. Lost the shuttle, 2 crew died, and morale died. My luck. At this rate, Harry might get a promotion with being the only one left. You're absolutely right, because my outcome has been terrible for all of these. And we lost the shuttle as well. And we barely got any deuterium. Actually, no, we didn't get any deuterium. So, in fact, this is the end of the game, because there's nowhere that I can move. So let's head this way. Yep. So, that's the crew quarters, and we're out of deuterium. Deck 5, all of those have been... Yeah, I mean, we have nothing. I'm not enlisting on your crew. Sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't enlist on my crew either if I knew how terrible this was going to be. So we are in grey mode. Maximum energy is 60. Oh, actually, it's not the end of the game. I thought it was the end of the game. So actually, what we need to do, let's go to the system. Can we, out of order, your mess hall will give out emergency rations. Yeah. But can I, like, stop the ship from moving? No, I've already committed to that. You know, screw it. Launch the torpedo, because why not? We're here anyway. 63. And then what we need to do is go to the sector and say, let's jump to the next system. Oh, I thought for a second we had that Kazon radar with us. That was going to be weird. So, let's scan. Oh, deuterium. So we're absolutely going to you. Let's also just scan the rest of these since we are out and about. Let's try and get as much deuterium as possible. Boom. Excellent. Okay. So let's go back to tier 2, gray mode. How do we... You can turn off rooms to save energy. Yeah, but how do we... Oh, do I have to turn... Is main engineering offline? No. Do we just need to wait for the next... well, anyway. Let's continue, sorry, scanning all of these, just so we can start planning our route through. Okay, I really thought that was the end of the playthrough, but maybe not. Ooh, what's that symbol? I don't know what that symbol... Oh, repair system. Repair station. That's nice. Oh, food there. That will be excellent. Diplomatic something or other. Oh, we can probably trade there, I think. Nothing new to reveal. So, let's move down here and get some deuterium. Why? Okay. New trade offer received. Let's risk flying in the atmosphere with the Bussard collectors. Minus 40 hull. Why? So, if we say Kazon carrier, 1, and we get titanium, why do we not have production? I mean, sorry, not production. Why is this not, each warp core tier provides a different energy. So, I guess let's go into the ship. Let's go through it this way, because I thought... Oh, no, we have to activate it here specifically. Okay, well, that's fine. And then reactivate all of these, I think. Hold on. Oh, no life support. Toggle power. Oh, all of that is back on. And let's repair you, since we can. And we've removed that. Any more life support we need to turn back on? No, looks like that's no, that can't be everything. Oh, shuttle bay, but we've got no shuttles. Yeah, turn it off and back on again. Exactly. When in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on again. So, this life support is off as well. So that's that now. We're now at +5. That's excellent. And mess hall, I assume that means we're back to... Oh, we're at premium. Let's go for 0 morale for the moment. And then, can I build... I can build another crew quarter there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, we'll build that battery compartment. That's fine. So, okay, if we go back to the system... Oh, and this is our torpedo launcher. Anyway, let's go back to the system. Let's go here. And get the... Let's try and destroy the vessel. Get as much as possible. Yep, excellent. Now, let's go get some more deuterium. Oh, and we've got the battery compartment. That's excellent. So that will start... yeah, power rooms. Energy is not used as wasted. Use battery components to store excess energy. Absolutely. So, I think there's nothing else we can do. I think let's try and rebuild a shuttle. So let's toggle the power. And then shuttles... Yeah, we have to build one. 2 dilithium. That's all we have. But we can build a standard shuttle. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going for tier 2. Have five more remaining. Let's get this deuterium here. And let's... max 960, but people could die again. You know, let's go for you. Okay, that at least worked. But we've got plus 80 morale as well. That's helped. Let's now move here to this Class D planet. Oh, combat tier 2. So, let's look at our hydroponics level 2. So let's go for engineering and say, not negotiation tactics. Shuttle time construction reduced. That probably would only be useful once. Let's actually do unlock the ability to craft photon torpedoes and reduces crafting times by 25%. Let's do this one first, but I will definitely go for you sooner rather than later. Small battery compartment, we still need to do that. Bussard collectors level 2, and that would actually collect 4 deuterium per cycle, which would be useful. So back to the system, and crew quarters, enter the ship, and that's you done. So we've got 46 energy left. Life support, we don't have enough duranium. In fact, we probably should build another cargo bay. Oh, over here, actually. Let's say crew, maintenance, cargo bay. Nope, we don't have enough uranium. Well, that might change in a second. So we'll get you. Use standard mining procedure for low yield, you experimental for higher. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Oh my god. Okay, 40 hull again. Fortunately, there's a repair station right here. I'm thinking we might do these first and then go to the repair station. Or actually, you know what? Why don't we go this way? And come back and end at the repair station? Because there's... Oh, maybe end at one of the deuterium things there. So, let's try and destroy the vessel and salvage debris. That's food. Excellent. Let's go for this deuterium. This duranium. New trade offer received. So, let's try and do the torpedo blast. Just 17, okay. So, I guess let's look at state of flux. So, Captain, we're picking up a distress call. On screen. Anyone who can hear this message, lost control of the bridge, ship is falling apart. Help now, please. Captain, this may be a trap. Let's analyze damage to the Kazon ship. Its fluctuating nucleonic patterns might indicate a reactor breakdown on board. Let's do a scan of the Kazon ship. Let's see what we're dealing with. The scan is identical to the Kazon Nistrum raider we previously encountered, Captain. Kazon Nistrum is one of the most violent sects in the Kazon Collective. So scan for the other Kazon ships. Nothing showing up, Captain. We're going to go investigate. So, investigate the Kazon distress system in the next star system. So we will do that after we've finished here. So, let's get some more deuterium. Tractor or shuttles. We do now have a shuttle again. I'm going to try again to go for the shuttle. I lost the damn shuttle. Why? Why is that always coming out to be terrible? That is terrible. I mean, that is... And I don't have any more dilithium to build a shuttle, so no more shuttles for me. Let's build a battery compartment within 20 cycles. I can't build a battery compartment, so we're going to say no and lose morale there. Let's try and get this deuterium with the Bussard collectors. Oh, that actually worked. Great. Good, one thing works. So, on the ship. Cannot build any shuttles, so let's just turn you off. Toggle power. Oh, heroes. Could we have signed somebody? Well, no. We could have, but no point. Engineering. Tom Paris. Harry Kim. On the bridge. So we've got Talaxian ally. Oh, we can actually just recruit people directly from here. Currently, no combat allies recruited. But don't we have the Jean Valjean? Or the Valjean? Dunno. Anyway, if we go here, navigational deflector, heroes, let's set Harry Kim. And then in the shuttle bay, you would also need engineering. Okay. In the workshop, Paris, minus 14% crafting time. This is the transporter room. Plus 5% to hero skills from away missions. Torpedo bay. So we can, yeah. 18 or 26%. Efficiency. The aerostat bay. Oh, so trading. We can... oh, we can't do that. Yeah, can't do that. Okay, so we won't then. What I want to do at the moment, you know what, let's just go back to the system. We need more duranium, so let's go get that from here. And we'll go to the Kazon wreck. So, let's again try and get the max. If we kill people, we kill people. We kill people. Oh my god. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, at least we've got 27 crew sitting around doing nothing. In the ship, should we... I don't think we can build anything. Cargo bay? Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's build a cargo bay. Here as well. And so what we can do is then... we'll then need to upgrade that after. Missing resources. Okay. So, go back to the system. Yeah, okay. Let's just go to the Kazon Razor. Kazon Raider. Interphasic coil spanner. So, enter ship. Workshop level 2. We get photons. Let's go for the Bussard collectors. Focus panel, shuttle bay 2. Negotiation tactics. No, let's do the Bussard collectors. Level 2. And that's navigational deflector. Bussard collector. Is that a building? Oh, sorry, is that like a place we can build, or is that just around? Mess hall, crew quarters, battery compartment. Yeah. Anyway, let's just fly to the Kazon. So, Captain, we've reached our destination orders. We're going to send an away team. And maybe, hopefully, this will go a little bit better. So, we need command, diplomacy, and medical. So, that obviously means Chakotay for command and diplomacy. We need somebody for medical. The only person we really have for that is Kes. And then we need somebody for engineering, which would be B'Elanna, who we actually haven't really used yet. But we will send B'Elanna. Start mission. Inside of the radar shows signs of massive explosion. No signs of the crew. Orders. So, scan for life signs. Yeah, let's have Kes scan for life signs. So we can hopefully get those rewards, because I seem to do fine on the missions, but terrible otherwise. So, scan the ship's atmosphere, or examine one of the dead Kazon. Let's use you both. Oh, hold on. But then B'Elanna has to... Ooh, damn. Examine the system... You know what? Let's do this. Screw it. No, doesn't work. Oh, and you're injured too. That's not great. So the last one... Oh, and it has to be B'Elanna. Okay, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, because both of those would be terrible. Let's try this and hope for success. Yep, okay, that worked. So we gained some stuff. Okay, so not the best away mission we've ever had. Seems the Kazon tried to install Federation technology. We're unsure why. Hence we transport it out to examine it. Not with those levels of nucleonic radiation. We could create a subspace bubble or build an expander. One's quicker and riskier, the other's safer but more resource intensive. Let's go for the expander, because it's safer, and we seem to be losing crewmen left, right, and center. Someone on our ship gave it to them. I don't like this. If the technology changed hands, maybe it happened on the planet earlier. You could have met them while you were on the surface, and since Seska was unaccounted for. I was picking mushrooms, the Kazon ambushed me. Quite. I suggest interviewing the Kazon survivor, Captain. Captain, this raises serious security concerns with Maquis personnel in critical areas. Is this about you being passed over for chief engineer? No, Taurus, it's about security, convenient time and carry, almost like someone wanted to make the Maquis look like the perfect scapegoats. Enough! We'll determine the truth through proper investigation. Sickbay to Captain. This is the Kazon. His own blood cells are killing him. I need to perform a complete pyrocyte replacement to save him. Requesting authorization. Oh, Quantum, thanks for subscribing. Are we equipped for this procedure? I've already run a crew compatibility analysis. I've noted Ensign Seska never provided a blood sample. I had a childhood disease and I was warned never to donate blood. Already found enough compatible blood donors among the crew, but we still require a blood sample for general medical purposes. Don't see the point, Doctor. Order Seska to provide a sample now. About the Kazon patient. So, Vidian surgical device, which we do not have. Let's try to replace his pyrocytes. Good news, Captain. The Kazon is stable. Chances are high that he'll survive. Excellent. Good. Let me know when he wakes up. Let's proceed with building the expander. So, we need to go into our ship. And then here in the workshop, we need to build the expander, but we can't because of a lack of duranium. So instead, what we will do is find... We don't have duranium. Is there another way of getting duranium? So that would be by clearing out rooms. And do you need duranium to be able to do that? So, you know, I think what we're actually going to have to do is go to the next system. So if I go... let's just go to the system and try to get duranium, because there's no way we're going to be able to get it there. But we've got the new cargo bay, and I'm going to set you not to be deuterium, I'm going to set you to be duranium. And then I would like to actually upgrade you, but I don't think, yeah, we don't have the resources, we don't have the resources. So let's go back here, new trade offer. Let's take a look at that. A glimmer of hope. Scans have discovered a wormhole, but subspace disturbances indicate it's collapsing rapidly. Captain, what do we do now? We don't have much time. Let's investigate right now. We won't let this opportunity pass us by. Helm set course for the wormhole. So, let's scan everything to try and find uranium. Ooh, what's this? Talaxian Baxial Freighter. I don't know what this symbol means. But we've got some duranium down here. Kazon Fighter, Kazon Carrier. Got food over here. Space Station for deuterium. Okay, so based on this, 3 cycles away. I guess what I can just do is move around like this. That should be fine. So let's go to you. We'll hopefully get this titanium. And let's try this again. Ooh, we actually got excellent mission outcome this time. So it's not completely terrible and everyone dying left, right, and center the second they step off the ship. So, deploy collector probes, risk maneuvering Voyager into the unknown cloud. No, let's just do the collector probes. Excellent. Okay, and now let's go to the wormhole, the Eye of the Needle. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Daniel Smith. So, we've reached our destination orders. We're going to say continue. And Captain, we are approaching the wormhole. On screen, the view screen shows only a vast, star-studded expanse of the Delta Quadrant, but the coordinates indicate Voyager has returned. Where is it? The wormhole, a supposed ticket home, remains stubbornly invisible. Are we in visual range? Affirmative, Captain. It must be the smallest wormhole on record. Magnify. Even magnified, the wormhole remains a frustratingly small blip on the screen. Disbelief and a flicker of despair across the bridge crew's faces. Is this their only hope of returning home? It's small. The aperture is about 30 centimeters in diameter. But is it large enough for a message? It could carry a data transmission to Federation space in minutes. We still have to find out if it goes anywhere near the Alpha Quadrant. We could send a probe beforehand. A modified probe would have a greater chance of success, but will require time and resources. So we can craft these blueprints. Modified probe is worth it. 1 modified blueprints. Aye, Captain. So we need to go to the ship and say workshop. Oh, we need duranium. Okay, close. So we absolutely need to go get duranium. And that's how many cycles away? 3 cycles away. Oh, and we've got the Bizarre Collectors level 2. Excellent. Let's now go for the workshop level 2 to get photon torpedoes, and that way we can just fire them, kind of, maybe not fire them willy-nilly, but I think you know what I mean. We don't have to worry so much. Inspired workforce, officer quarters, emergency quarters, level 2, that would also be helpful. But we need, yeah, we need dilithium for that. So let's just do the workshop, actually combat, disruptor control. Fires a pulse that deals high damage to shields but low damage against the hull. Each additional room increases energy threshold by +2 and weapon subsystem health by 20%. Improved phaser fire rate. Torpedo launcher bay 2. Shield penetration. Rotate field sequence, frequency. Regenerative shielding. Hull reinforcement. I mean, there's lots of stuff here. Salvage protocols. Increases rewards after one combat by 20%. And then Borg, which we haven't met yet. So, let's look at... I mean, for now, I'm going to still go for the this workshop level 2. But there's a lot that's coming up that I like the look of. So, we need to craft... system. Now that we are here, let's launch the torpedo. Let's try and get as much... No, damn it! Okay, you know, we're just going to play it safe from now on. We're going to fly down here and just play it as safe as possible because this is going terribly for me. We're going to play it safe. Okay, and I still have a bad outcome. Let's go down here. Out of food, your mess hall will now give out emergency rations. So, mess hall, we need to go back to... Yeah, let's go back to the premium replicator rations. Here, again, we're going to try and play it safe. 29. So, what can we do now? Oh, yeah, we can definitely do this workshop and say, let's build the modified probe blueprints. That's 6. And then, how long does it take? It takes us 6 cycles to get to the wormhole. That's excellent. So that's what we shall do. Like that. We've reached our destination orders. Continue. Captain, the probe is ready, so we're going to send in the modified probe. Telemetry data incoming, and it was a success. Excellent. The view screen shows a green vortex, the image transmitted by the probe from the inside of the micro wormhole. A sense of wonder and anxiety fills the bridge. What's on the other side? Doesn't look like any wormhole I've ever seen. It must be it must be old, decaying. Any idea where our probe will end up? No, but a phase variance in the radiation stream. It's stuck. Can it break free? Unlikely. Wait, it was just scanned by someone else? Hail them. Use the probe to reinforce the signal. Receiving an answer, Captain. On screen. This is Captain Catherine Janeway at the Federation starship Voyager. Who is receiving this communication? I am Trek Voyager of the Romulan Astrophysical Academy. Science vessel Talvath, located at Alpha Quadrant, sector 1385. What are your coordinates? We're in the Delta Quadrant, and since it hasn't been charted yet, I can't specify our exact location. Delta Quadrant, on a Federation starship called Voyager? I've not heard of a ship with that name. It's new, but not classified. Surprisingly, Romulans are usually well informed. I've been in deep space for over a year, I'm not privy to latest intelligence. Sure, my government knows of any Federation expeditions to the Delta Quadrant. It's a complicated story, please, if you could. I don't believe you, you're undoubtedly still in the Alpha Quadrant. I ask again, where are your coordinates? So, we can convince them with technical facts, trying to convince the Romulan with logic, or convince him you are telling the truth. Oh, Janeway's only level 1. I wonder how you level up Janeway. Let's try and convince the Romulan with logic. It's a success? Implausible, but I will believe you for now. Thank you, Captain Ramor. Can you get us in contact with Starfleet? Starfleet, you aren't making this easier, Captain. Linked beaming unlocked in the science tech tree. Captain, we could try use the visuals link signal to beam our crew to the Romulan ship. Linked beaming unlocked in science tech tree. It's never been done before, we'd have to test it. Would you be willing to assist us, Captain Ramor? Fine, but you will beam me to your ship and back, and then I'll see what I can do for you. More out. Sir, Captain, I'm not convinced the Romulan benevolence. I will look further into him in Starfleet's databanks. So, we now need to do specific research in, it said science. Linked beaming. That will take 14. How much longer do we need for engineering? 3. So that should be fine. Because we need to do this in 25. So, let's try and get some food. And again, we're just going to play everything safe. Quickly explore the storage area and take what you find. Woohoo! Positive. Excellent. Captain, you must simply see the cargo bay. Our pantry is positively bursting with the most magnificent delicacies. Now that the hard work is behind us, we can finally move on to the fun part, the preparation. Just imagine the possibilities. Takar loggerhead eggs whisked to perfection, a hearty Leola pilaf, followed by a decadent Laurelian pudding. I promise you your taste bugs will melt away. Can't tell if he means that literally. In any case, the results speak for themselves. Our food stores are well stocked. Mission accomplished, Captain. Well done. Morale increased by 400. So, what I would like to do now is in our ship, we can now also do the expander blueprint. And then I would like to also have a team repairing the hull. Assigned to repair hull. Yeah, that's fine. And you... Oh, we can then have up to 3 teams from the look of it. Missing technology. Yeah, that's fine. So, we've got... 1 idle work... Wait, what? 1 should be repairing the hull. Why? Why does it only say we've got 1 work team? Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Currently unassigned. Repair the hull. Now we've got 1 of 2. I accidentally removed one of our work teams. Our other work team. I mean, in theory, we could turn you on, because that's not actually doing anything there. Oh, Joshua Ruiz, thank you for subscribing. Can't build another shuttle, though, so not much we can do there. In fact, I'm still going to switch you off. And then this Astro Bay. For food, I'm not going to waste that. No, dismiss. Can we upgrade you? Upgrading. Yep, excellent. So, if we go to the system, yeah, let's collect some more deuterium. Oh, workshop level 2. Excellent. So, now we need to do, in science, it's the linked beaming. Insufficient resources. We need to wait 3, or we need to go 3 cycles in order to get up to 40. So we're going to be cautious and salvage everything that seems safe, because again, we're going to, yeah, do that. 2 there. Okay. Focus only on accessible particles. Force open the pockets to access the particles. We're just going to focus on the accessible particles, and we got 400 deuterium. Excellent. So now I definitely want linked beaming. And close. Let's now go to space station. I see we still have 3 people. Oh, enter ship. That's the upgraded cargo bay. For, yeah, duranium. Excellent. So, I've noticed... Oh, okay. No, that's it. So, let us scan the station for any left resources. Engineering office level 2 probably would be a good idea. Okay. So we've got some more deuterium. Let's now go for tritanium. Yeah, how much more? Hold on. Let's just do this first. Again, we're going to play it safe because I'm probably going to... Oh, no, that's good. That's gone okay. So this is 7 cycles away. How many more cycles do we need? 9 cycles here. And we need 14 to research it. So that's fine. So we are going to hunt them with the sensor array. Analyze biolab, which we do not have, and science lab level 2. So we need to... Oh, terrible. 1 crew member died. Come on. Can we just start eating crew members at this rate? So let's go to the Kazon carrier. Risk ambush. No, let's try and quickly beam aboard any salvageable materials. Excellent. So, for our research, beaming 5 remaining. I'm tempted to actually fly back here, because I don't know if this is... I think this is in total. 9. Let's go back. Okay, we've done the research. Oh no, we've got 25 again. So actually, if we... Yeah, there's no way to, like, cancel that. Anyway, we're here anyway, so that's fine. Captain, we've reached our destination. Continue. We're all set, Captain. Remor is standing by. Let's give it a try. Energize. Against all odds, the transporter beams pierces the micro wormhole, bringing Telek Remor aboard Voyager. The impossible has become reality. This breakthrough could open a way home. So, Muscles for Soup says, is Tavak and Paris the only ones that talk? Yes, they are the only voice acting, and it's only a sector report at the beginning of a new sector. So, Telek Remor said, this is quite the breakthrough. I thought we lost you. A phase variance in the radiation stream had me worried. Lieutenant, begin the evacuation. Suggest we delay, Captain. I noticed some inconsistencies in our database, and this phase variant confirmed my suspicions. Captain Remor, what year is it? Year? It's 2351. But this is 2371. A Romulan guest is a person from the past. That wormhole is a rift not just in space, but also in time. We were so close. I'm afraid we're left with our original request. In 20 years, would you relay our message to Starfleet? I will. If you should find a way back in my lifetime, I would welcome a message from you. You'll hear from us because we will get back. Energize. Captain, I think this might not be possible. Our guest has become entangled with the wormhole on a quantum level. Bringing him back could. My patience wears thin, Captain. Can we compensate? Theoretically, but it would be risky. Very. I don't care. I insist you send me back. So, locate a safer way through the wormhole. Modify and focus harmonic fields. Resynchronize Remor's quantum signature, or modify tractor beam for quantum operation. I mean, so this is 70. This is 75, 75. We could say refuse sending a moment is too risky. No, let's try the navigational reflector and, or maybe resynchronize a quantum signature. Of course it can. It has. Bravo me. So at least that worked. Look, Captain, the transport parameters are improved, but it doesn't mean safe. The risk of catastrophic failure is high. Do you really want to go through with this? My return is imperative. I must be sent back regardless of the personal costs. Go through with the transport. Send Remor home. Is a life waiting for him? We won't worry with that. Execute transport. Energizing. The signal pattern is wavering. Compensating without effect. Phase variance errors accumulate. Transporter stream integrity failed. Captain Remor's molecular cohesion was not maintained. Irretrievable. We were so close, and now life is lost. And the hope we had, it just slipped away. Captain, I did not want to mention this in the presence of Captain Remor, but the Federation database states that he died in 2367, 4 years ago. 16 years. He could have had 16 years more of life, a needless tragic loss. Janeway to crew, Captain Remor did not survive the transport, and with him the messages he was to deliver to our families back home. This is a profound setback, a bitter loss. We cannot afford to lose hope. We will find another way to reach them. Janeway out. Haven't seen Voyager in 2 decades, still remember these episodes and outcomes. Yeah. Helm, return to our old course. Yeah, it was a very... Oh, Eye of the Needle. Oh, finally. So Janeway gains experience through the missions. And we got some dilithium too, that's good. Can we use that dilithium to build a shuttle? So, we can, but we do not have the deuterium for it because we were repairing the hull. So, let's go down here. Let's find the Talaxians. This might be... Oh, Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness among the crew. Desire to move forward, to cut more light years off our journey is beginning to affect their focus. It's not yet a problem, but to avoid significant morale, I suggest we schedule our departure from the sector sooner rather than later. Okay, well we will... Let's finish this system. And we're going to stock up on deuterium. So, what's this? 2 Talaxian ships are in a standoff over salvage from a derelict vessel. One captain wants to use it to aid Talaxian refugees, the other wants to sell it to fund their colony. They offer us a share of the salvage if we help them. Let's suggest a compromise using half and half. You know what, let's try and stick to Starfleet principles. Talaxians refuse to compromise and Voyager's intervention is perceived as a threat. Escalating conflict, both ships are firing on us, red alert. Oh, so we actually get... Oh, so the Valjean is no longer there. Fun. Let's do the Maquis maneuver from Chakotay. And I guess we're fighting these ships. So, start combat. You know what? I probably should have just done auto-resolve. So, orders. We are going to... Offensive, action. Let's do the warp core.
Attack the front, Captain.
Yep, and then say...
Ability ready,
Yep.
Captain.
Let's do the Maquis maneuver.
Shields down, Captain.
Oh, Voyager shields down front. Okay, so let's defensive actions, defend bow.
You defend the front, Captain.
Boom, boom. Oh, oh. Yeah, okay.
Enemy shields down, Captain. Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Oh, you've surrendered. That's great. So let's move. Let's target the next one. Oh, open your command menu at any point in combat to give new orders.
We've lost a subsystem, Captain.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're just going to unpause. Oh no, we need to... Voyager suffered significant damage. The shields are down and an underlying system is damaged. In order to make the underlying system operational, it needs to be repaired. Order a repair action. So, repair actions. Repair... Oh, engine. Oh, hold on. Defensive actions. We are going to defend starboard.
Defend the starboard side. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Wait, how is our hull integrity so low? Or maybe, let's say, repairs. I can't repair the hull? I guess not. Yeah.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Oh, victory. Okay, well, at least we survived, but we, yeah, hull status 1%, damage rooms, everything. Wonder if he can be a new character. Yeah, I'm wondering if Captain Remor could be a new character. Captain, we've been looking over the structural integrity of the ship, and we've sustained a fair amount of damage, nothing that's triggering any alarms yet. We're at 1% hull. Let's try and repair the hull above 50%. We've got 40 cycles to do that. Let's move to the Kazon carrier to get some more deuterium, considering we're almost out. Yep, close. It would actually be better to do this one. Let's try that. Just don't die. Okay. So, let's now... Our ship. Damaged. Offline. So main engineering's online. So we've got... Oh, hold on. Let's go to tier 2. And then we need to so damaged. And you are damaged. Oh, no life support. Because you're damaged. Okay. And we're missing resources. This... Okay. Looks like it might be coming towards the end of a playthrough already. So let's go for... I mean, we need this. Oh, we can't do anything there. Damn it. Okay. So I guess we're going to set course for the Kazon fighter. And we can only do this one, so go like that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is let's try leaving the sector and going back to this system. And hope finish the state of flux, maybe? Captain, I must inform you that our shield and weapon systems are inadequate for the threats present in the sector. If we navigate this quadrant safely, I recommend immediate enhancements. Let's upgrade a combat room to level 2. Let's try that. Oh, build enough crew quarters to accommodate all crew. Let's try that as well. Ugh. Spent too much time in this sector. Yep, I mean, not much we can do about that. So, if we look here, we need to get here. That's 9 cycles away. Yeah, you know what? Not much we can do about that. Set course. And hopefully we'll get some, I don't know, mission rewards or something. So, enter ship. These are all damaged, and I can't repair any of these. Out of deuterium, your mess hall will now give out emergency rations. I mean, this is basically the year of hell for us already. 40 cycles to gain at least 5 morale per cycles for 15 cycles. Activate replicator rations for 20 cycles. Oh, unhappy about a broken promise. I mean, there's not much I can do, thank you. So, yeah, I'm really hoping my next playthrough of this goes so much better than this. Because we might also be attacked, so... Actually, we are going to be attacked here, I think. Open a channel. I'm Cullen, First Marge. What have you done to our ship? We responded to a distress signal. By the time we arrived, there's only one survivor. Demand to speak to him. We better not refuse the demands of the Kazon Ministrum. We should question the survivor first without outside influence. I demand my crewmen immediately allowed to visit. Alright, we'll beam you over. The crewmen will recover Marge Cullen. Few physicians have achieved such a... I will take him back to my ship. I prefer he stay here. We found Federation technology in the ship and I want some answers. Very well, Captain. At least allow me a moment with him. But he's killed. He's dead. What have you done? Me, Captain. He simply expired. Get off my ship. Janeway to away team. Get ready to recover the console. Keep your hands off our ship, but we consider an act of war. We're going to keep the ship because that's what we would do. And I think this is going to be the end of my playthrough, basically. Which is actually... Oh, no. Oh, is it not a... Okay. So let's send you. We need somebody like B'Elanna for repairs. And... let's go for somebody else who has good engineering. So you're at 30. You're 32, so let's Harry Kim. Let's do that. So, back on the radar. Let's unlock the door mechanism. Let's go for both of you, I think. And then probably Tuvok for the next one, if we can. Well, Tuvok will probably be needed for the next one. So, we've got some science. Bridge has been tampered with. How do we proceed? Oh, survivalist. We should have taken a survivalist with us. So, thoroughly check the room for traps. Let's do that. The Year of Hell. Absolutely. I mean, there's only year 1 and we're going through the Year of Hell. Whoever was on the bridge didn't want us recovering that console. Okay, we'll get... Let's do both of you and hopefully get tons of duranium so we can actually start repairing things. And then phaser fire to sever the connection points. Only recover the essential stuff or disassemble the fused... Oh, no. Go for you. And say confirm. No, that didn't work. Okay, and you are both now injured. Fun. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Couldn't got any worse. Are we now going to be attacked by the Kazon Ministrum, Acting Chief of Security? Yeah, okay. So, need to repair you. 4 cycles. Wow. We've only got the one crew. We've only got the one work team as well. So, from here, we need deuterium. You know, let's go down here. Yeah, I mean, our morale is... Okay, enter ship. You are ready. So, these are now online. Let's repair you. Like that. And then, okay, enter ship. We need to repair several things. So we need mess hall on replicator rations. Oh, hold on. I could have done that before. Normal food rations. No, replicator rations is what we want. I need to repair these crew quarters as well. Science lab, that would... Oh, hold on. I can't afford to repair most of these. Emergency quarters, that's at least something. In our system, energy loss report, close. So we're going to, again, try and play it safe, get as much deuterium as possible. Oh, and it actually worked this time. So if we go to engineering, and then say, go back to tier 2, turn you back online, unpause you, you've been damaged. I mean, so much has been damaged that we need to repair. Oh, let's turn you back on. That's definitely going to help. Crew quarters. Okay. So, who is this communication from? Captain, I've completed my investigation. Dr. DeBridge, I've analyzed Seska's blood sample. No childhood disease could ever explain her genetic markers. Seska is a Cardassian genetically altered to look Bajoran. It's crazy, impossible. You want me to believe Seska is a Cardassian agent who infiltrated the Maquis? Seska being a Cardassian agent isn't as far-fetched as you might think. It's a common trick to use cosmetic alterations for infiltration. I was also a spy under your command. Thank you for bringing that up again. What are your findings? An unauthorized transmission was sent to the Kazon a week ago. It originated in Lieutenant Carey's station. Also, I found an encrypted security code and requisition file for the replicator materials. That code, however, belongs to Ensign Seska. Incompetence or intent? Thank you. Summarize all... Oh, hold on. Didn't need to summarize all of those again. Let's decide and confront the traitor. And it's going to be Seska. Seska is our traitor. Charged with treason by transferring Federation technology to Kazon, you violated the Prime Directive. No, it's Kerry, he's the one. He's never trusted the Maquis. He's also using this to frame us. Go back to the brig. You and your precious Starfleet principles did what was necessary. Your actions left us stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Kula offered protection, and I made a decision. Decision that could impact the entire quadrant. You lack resolve, Janeway. I don't. Computer command. Yep, all of that. He's getting away. Identify destination of the transport. Kazon vessel. Get ready to fight to stop Seska. We're going to fight because, you know, this is probably going to be the end of this playthrough anyway.
What are your orders?
And then I will try another one. So, Kazon Fighter, Kazon Scout. So we are going to... the Warp Core.
Attack the port side, Captain.
And we've got no hull left, so... Yeah. Anyway.
Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. And 3. And look, we've already been defeated. Just like that. So, this is the end of this playthrough, and also the end of the stream, which has been about just over 3 hours now. So, I'm thinking what I'm going to do a playthrough of this on my channel in the form of videos. So if you would like to see those, definitely, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of those. It also helps me to know what kind of content you like and what you don't like. So that would be really nice to know and kind of get some feedback on. Please also comment below if you'd like to see more of Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, where we will definitely then be kind of continuing or starting a new playthrough and then going through and continuing through the game. Hopefully I will have a lot and much better success in terms of those planets and scanning and not losing crew left, right, and center and losing shuttle. I mean, we lost 3 shuttles. We're on the 2nd mission and we've lost 3 shuttles. How that happens, I have no idea. Yeah, but if you've liked it, definitely please definitely remember to subscribe, like the channel, and on Friday, if you'd like to join me at the same time, we will be streaming Star Trek New Horizons. So I hope to see you then. Bye for now.